Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? So Garfield and I are about to leave his house and head out. Just got everything mounted, and we'll have some updated information about found a local station that's actually got some gas and is actually live, right? We found a station just east of our location here in Santa Cruz. It's open. They're on backup generator. They have petrol, and they're pumping. We just found them about 15 minutes ago, and what we discovered was it's like, hey, the credit cards machines don't work because there's no cell coverage and internet's down and power's still out. But they're on backup, but they do take cash, right? So I do have some Jamaican dollars with me, and Garfield's got a few Jamaican dollars. We came back and grabbed more money so we can fill up the car and grab petrol before we go to this deep southwest today in the most extremely damaged areas, Black River and those other communities in that area. That's where we're headed. So we'll be doing that this morning. Yesterday was a long, grueling day here locally. The task force is from the Jamaican government. Armed services are cutting their way east of our location here, and they are making their way westward. And when they went into the bamboo area, there's a beautiful area east of here, back west, between here and towns. I'm trying to pull up my Google Maps here. Give me just 1 minute so I can name all these communities off the top of my head versus trying to remember off the top of my head. So west here, northwest of Santa Cruz, you got La Vaca. And just past that, you've got what we call bamboo alleys. It's where these large, beautiful bamboos, and we filmed this. Took a 360 camera, had it mounted on top of the car, and we drove through this 5-mile stretch of this bamboo across this road like this. Is absolutely the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, unfortunately, the hurricane destroyed that whole thing. So the task force is having to. There's probably about 15 or 20 of them in this task force. They're working 24/7, and they're literally cutting their way a path, and it's about 1 mile an hour in a sense of progress, and they're cutting their way through the bamboo, and they probably just about cleared it now, the last report, up near just south of Holland Bamboo, and they're probably still approximately about 10 miles from the coast, making it down to Black River, and that was at about midnight based on time. So anyway, that's kind of what we know right now. And so that road, we passed a task force military and another task force coming back into Santa Cruz this morning, just about 20 minutes ago. And we stopped and talked to them, and they told us you can't really get through. You know, they're cutting through there. It's still extremely difficult to get through unless you got very high-rise vehicles. So we're going to take the route back southeast. We're going to go over to Cutters, and we'll have a special message from you for fuel at Cutters in a few minutes. We're going to be back over there in a few minutes at Cutters. That's going to be on
Gutters.
Yeah, Gutters. Gutters, and Manchester and St. Elizabeth County line is where that's at. And we found a station up there on backup power that does have fuel, and we're going to go there. And then we're going to cut south down to Naanan, and then Junction, and then down to Top Hill, Queensboro. We're coming in from the east-southeast in order to get to the most affected area. And the updates overnight, we got military task force both coming in from the east and west. So basically what's happened all across Jamaica, depending where you're located and how bad it is you've got individual people, basically they're cutting their way through from each city. Just individual people are taking their way and cutting out of their cities, going each way. So that's what we're doing, and that's where we're going. And hang on a second. Which one? Which one? What's wrong?
I'll get something for him.
Okay. Somebody needed something, so I had to stop them. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm doing fine. at least we have solar backup and, some food and water, right? And that's better than anybody out west here. So anyway, food's getting rushed in. The USA's got task force coming, search and rescue task force. My understanding there's 3 divisions coming in about military. I believe they're going to be boots on the ground. They may already be here, but will be shortly. And if they're not, they're going to be here sometime today. And that's going to be something that's got to be done. But anyway, they're boots on the ground. There's military emergency rescue flights are coming into Kingston this morning. They've already arrived. Some are arriving now. American Airlines has got 3 flights inbound with food and water and other emergency supplies into Kingston this morning. As those flights come in, they're going to be taking Americans back out on their flights and return back to the U.S. Then normal operations, commercial flights resume tomorrow morning at Kingston. And so Delta, American, and the normal airlines that fly into Kingston will have some limited but scheduled flights out. And then more flights on Saturday. So things are starting to ramp up now. So the aid's coming in. So things are going to start escalating quickly now across Jamaica, both in the air, land, and sea. We've got assets coming in from all directions. We talked about was going to happen. So that's underway now. It's starting to get here. And so what we're starting to notice here also is there's a tremendous difference in damage. A tremendous gradient is the right word to use. From literally here in Santa Cruz, you go just west of here about 3 kilometers, and the damage is super catastrophic. I mean, almost total. Everything's on the ground. You go 3 kilometers east of Santa Cruz, and you're like, where's the damage? You're like, it's just treetopped, it's in the higher elevation. You'll see a few trees in paradise, but what is a big problem, and we're going to run into it just in a second now, is immediately east of here in Santa Cruz, not very far, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, we've got water running across the road about 1.5 feet deep. We've had a lot of rock slides and water washouts, and there's heavy debris, rock and gravel on the way east over here to Custer, correct? The area back east of here, gutters, correct? Yeah. Gutters, toward gutters, between Santa Cruz and gutters. We're on A2, this is A2 we're still on, correct? This road? Yeah, we're still at A2, heading east here, and heading over to Goshen and that area, and the 4K hotel in that general area. We got washout, and there's a couple places here. I'm gonna flip the camera around, and what we're gonna see is, you're gonna see this area where we have water has across the road and still across the road here, and it's slowly coming down, but not very fast, right? It's been a slow process to make that happen, right? So that's one of the things that we're going to be paying attention to today, is we still have a lot of water in several places, not only here but also south of here. From the task force putting updates out at 10 on midnight last night, there's still a number of deep water south of here down by the coast that the task force is still having some issues crossing. The water's very deep, right? Upwards of like 2 feet deep in several locations south of our location. So that's a challenge, right? Unless you've got high vehicles. I can tell you another, we saw some military vehicles just a few minutes ago passing southward. They're taking the southeast loop down there. We call it almost a back way. How would you refer to it, Garfield? We're coming in from the east northeast versus from the kind of the due, instead of going to Black River from the north and having to cut through another 10 or 15 miles. Block the road. They're literally inching their way. 1 mile an hour is what I've been told by the task force. Going southbound into Black River. Got a multiple task force coming in from the southeast route, and then a lot of the areas north of the as you get north of the Lavaca, trying to cut up north up toward Montego Bay area. So people in Montego Bay are trying to cut their way through the forest and through the roads there. So literally, if you think about every town in western Jamaica being isolated, a lot of these communities are isolated. What they're doing is it's the individual people that are in the local communities that are picking up machetes, and we've got machetes with us and saws with us as well, because we don't know what we're going to run into today as we're trying to make our way down to the most affected areas. So this is what's happening all over western Jamaica, as well as in the high country. So it's the locals that are literally cutting their way out of those isolated areas so they can reach the outside.
The water.
Yeah, and we're going to come up to the water here in a second. So that's what's happening all over Jamaica, right? So is the water rising, or does it come back down?
It's rising.
Yeah, do you think it's rising? No, it's about the same, right? So this is a little water area we had a little still there, and the water's about a foot deep. So we got to take it really slow, and you let one car at a time pass. So you don't overwash another vehicle, right? But these are the kind of scenes. This is a small problem here compared to south of here and also northwest of here, because a lot of communities northwest of here. I saw some fresh video of this morning of individuals taking short little 10-15 second clips. We've got on the higher terrain to my northwest, there are literally roads that are gone, and so you go and there's literally like this 1,000-foot drop off. The roads are literally been washed away, so a lot of people are trapped in the upper elevations. A lot of communities are trapped, cannot come down the ridge lines, and you've got total decimation on the upper ridge lines between Montego Bay and down on southward down to Black River. And did you need some? I just so anyway, that's what we've seen so far. But we're gonna make our way down southeast here and come in Black River from the east this morning. Should be able to make it, but I know we're going to get some high water to go through based on the task force going there last night, updated about 11 o'clock. Montego Bay Airport is still being assessed. My understanding was there's a part of the terminal got destroyed or has heavy damage. The other part of it, my understanding is I think it's gates 1 through, and bear with me if I'm wrong on this exact number, 1 through 8, 1 through 9. That part of the terminal is the second terminal that's going to be operating. The first terminal has the damage is too heavy there, but there are going to be flights. My understanding is on Saturday out of gates 10 through 15. The other terminal it has damage, but not as extensive as the primary the terminal has 1 through 8. So flights are going to start a limited going out on Saturday, even Friday and Saturday in that location. So Montego Bay is going to start going there. I also heard another update, which the number seems really high to me, but maybe I cannot independent validate this. The number seems very high to me, but maybe this is the number. I heard there's as many as 25,000 Americans at Montego Bay wanting to leave or trying to get back to the U.S. in different parts of the world. Right? That was an update that came in late last night. Jamaica Public Service Company that serves as the biggest provider in Jamaica has given the all clear for service line workers to go out and start restoring power across Jamaica. So those task force are out assessing damage and starting the process of getting power turned back on to the most affected areas, and that's going to be all over the whole island. We got power outages. There's lines down everywhere. So, west of Santa Cruz onto the west there to almost 7 Mile Beach, all the way to Montego Bay area. You pretty much assume on line north-south, and I can tell you the county, the parishes, as you basically can assume a lot of St. Elizabeth Parish, obviously extremely destructive damage there. And we look at the next county to the west there, the next parish. In Westmoreland, Westmoreland and State Parish. These two counties here have catastrophic, probably not eyes over there yet, but I can tell you based on the damage I'm seeing to buildings and houses, we're going to have a catastrophic infrastructure failure in those two counties with utilities and cell service and things like that. So that's going to be a total catastrophic infrastructure. So it's going to take months to rebuild the infrastructure there. So you're going to have probably outside as well the Jamaica Public Service Company's building, but you're going to have to rebuild infrastructure probably in 4 parishes, or probably most of the utility lines are on the ground and poles are on the ground. If what I understand, and I can tell you west of here, we barely almost made it to the city west of here, Lavaca yesterday. They told us that the policeman for Santa Cruz told us that he was on foot, and he said that every concrete utility pole in Lavaca back west there was on the ground. Lacovia, thank you for the correction. And Lacovia, and so that tells you, and they weren't even in the eye, they were close to the eye, but the eye went still west, and they weren't in the core of the eye, they were probably still at 7 miles east of the core of the eye. So if you have concrete poles that are completely on the ground at that location, as you go west, the devastation is going to be more intense. We know that from history, right? So based on the gradation right now we're seeing, so those are the counties, parishes that are going to have the most damage at Westmoreland and obviously St. Elizabeth. Those two counties are heavy extreme damage, and then we're going up north there. And then St. James Parish is going to be on up north there. That county is going to have very heavy damage, catastrophic damage in that county. So Elizabeth, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and then the county I just mentioned here, Parish, or just Westmoreland Parish. Those 3 counties are going to have catastrophic damage, and they do have catastrophic. And then St. James Parish, those 4 counties are going to have catastrophic damage as the eye wall went north. So that's going to be Cambridgetown. Betheltown has massive damage. I've seen numerous aerial videos out of Betheltown. That area, that is where the eye tracked, and they have gargantuan damage there. Maroontown, and then on up to the southeast side of Montego Bay, and then out the as it exited, the hurricane exited the north shore there, just damage all along the northern route as well. And a lot of towns have very heavy damage. All the resorts in Montego Bay sustained moderate to heavy, in some locations catastrophic damage. A lot of the hotel resort roofs are ripped off. They're without power. They did have, and we'll do storm surge based on what I'm finding out, but it wouldn't be surprised if we find out they had a 10, possibly a 12-foot storm surge in Montego Bay as the eye passed immediately on the southeast side of Montego Bay. They had a northwest winds over 100 in Montego Bay that pushed probably a 10-foot wall of water, and the resorts for the aerial video I'm seeing, as the water was so deep, it went up over the sand barriers, over the property walls, and then inundated all the pools with sand. And a lot of the resorts are right on the beach. They had, the water was so deep it went into the hotels as well as into the pools, as what I'm getting pictures and images of. So that's a kind of a slow wrap up of what we know right now. But I can tell you up north, especially in the mountain areas up to my north there, there's total devastation. Unfortunately, the video and the word coming out today is going to be very grim in areas we're going to today. The death toll continues to climb. They're finding additional bodies. We're getting stories in Montego Bay from the Fox coverage there, is that a lady handed her kids off, and that they were saved, but the parents got washed away. Again, I can't. So we know there's missing people in different parishes. Don't have a number on that. And the other bigger problem is that a lot of these parishes have no communications at all. There's no cell service. There's no Starlink. We've got Starlink, and what we're finding out from other people is, once you go in an area that's had communication for this entire event, when you pull up a Starlink, and we're getting people allowed to make phone communications to their loved ones to say I'm alive, or we're getting first reports today and over the next really the next week, as the task force and mutual aid is coming in, and helicopters getting to these very remote locations, and the word gets out that there's family members and people missing, that number will climb. And again, I don't want to speculate on what that number is, but I can tell you both the missing number and the death amount of people that have died here in Jamaica only, not talking about the other islands, Haiti or Dominican Republic. The death count over there continues to rise, as well as here. We know there's people in the rubble, and we know there's people in the high places that got washed away. We just don't know what that number is, and the official Jamaican government will provide that when it becomes available, and they make the official statement on that. But I can tell you, as of late last night and this morning, there are people missing, and that number continues to climb, as well as fatalities continue to climb as we find more and more people, and as people get into the more devastated areas, which there's going to be a massive surge today into a lot of the area deep southwest. There's crews cutting their way in there, and you're going to see a massive uptake of reports, and as well as food and water, hopefully by late today, starting to get some of those most hard affected areas. And I'm sure we're going to have to get a evacuation deal done, where we bring in buses or cars or vans and start pulling people out of those affected areas that need to get to shelter, right? There's no houses, they have no food, they have no water, they're exposed to the elements, and we're going on 48 hours here, right? So today, the next 2 or 3 days is critical time for people to reach them and to get them to safety, to get them to shelter. And so hopefully with live, as we go down this road, we have no idea what we're going to find. And I can tell you that from local officials, getting to those most devastated areas is quite challenging. It's taken longer than anybody, I think, anticipated. The amount of damage that they have to cut through, and you have to think about all the trees and the infrastructure and poles and things across the roads. And we've got hundreds of miles, literally probably thousands of miles when you talk about all the individual roads across western Jamaica, and you add up all the miles. There's literally thousands of miles of roads that have got to be cleared and debris. It's a Herculean task of just trying to get through all this. This is a washout at this area. We got rocks and stuff here, and we're just west of Cutters here, and this is the area area, washed across A2 here. We got deep. The road is missing. They saw the road here. We're all the way down to the drainage areas. We've got drainage areas here on the side of the road. There are about 10 foot deep areas, 3 to 4 meters. I'll try to use the metric system here. 3 to 4 meter deep gullies where the road almost washed away here in this area. And we're getting close to the gas station up here. And when we left here a few minutes ago, there was already about 30 or 40 vehicles here getting fuel. We're going to do the same thing before we go deep into the most affected zone this morning. But again, we're just west of San Cruz, and you look here, the poles are up, and except for the overwash and the roads, it doesn't look like much happened because there's this tremendous gradient and wind across there. And I can tell you, while I look up on the ridge line, I can see the hilltops were clipped with trees, and there's more damage as I look above me at a little bit higher elevation, another 100 feet or so. You get a little bit, that extra 10, 20 mile an hour winds is enough to bring the trees down, okay? And to break the limbs. And at this location, this is overwash again. It undermined the road, undermined the base of that telephone pole. So the telephone pole's given way because it's undermined the base where it's in the ground, and the water was so deep and so violent here. I can tell you on both sides of the road here, there's intense overwash and undermining of the roads and substructure. So here's Cutter's Texaco station, and there's people here. It is open. We're getting gas. We're going to get fuel here, and there's also probably some water supply. But you have to have you basically have to have money, right? And so that's what we're dealing with. You got to have, just like anywhere in the world, if the power's out and the credit card machines are out, you can't use ATMs, right?
Yes.
So
there's no ATM. There's no network. So
right, there's no networks. Yeah, Garfield's telling me there's no network. So we both went back and got a little cash so we can make our way through here today, right? And the fuel. So we're quite frank with you. Me personally, when we turned the corner, I said, they got power. It's like, no, I can hear the generator running. They're on a big generator here, and so we're shocked, to be honest with you. It's like, wow, it's open, and so there's people here. So we're going to put out a tweet here in a minute. So if you're at if you need petro, possibly water, I don't know what's all for sale inside the store here. Haven't been in yet, but I will be going in momentarily. Do they sell water and other things here in the store?
Yeah, we're gonna check it out.
Yeah. So we'll check that out. I'm gonna grab some more water and stuff. Just fill up.
Morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Put it up, man.
Only cash only, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's
Yes,
from
we got cash.
Right.
So as you hear the tenant here in Jamaica, a lot of the gas stations, you don't fill up like you do in a lot of parts in America. They fill up for you, and that's just what the process here, which is fine. It's great, and they do a very great job. They're very cordial, and they very efficient, and it's a very it's like this at every gas station. It's boom boom. So that's what's happening here, and people are desperate to try to get to community water, those kind of things. And again, the Jamaican spurts, unbelievable. And good morning to everybody. So anyway, we're continuing our path back down to the hardest hit areas, and we are going to get into the hardest hit areas today, which are going to be gut wrenching, to be honest with you. As we've already seen, it's pretty it's very bad down there. So anyway, that's what we know this morning, and you're going to see it live as we're Starlink. We actually may cut out because Starlink's on the car and we're covered by an awning, so we may drop out here in a second because I'm surprised Starlink is still feeding us because we're actually we got a covering apron over, so awning over the gas station. Normally you do that, we drop out on cell signal. I will tell you, I did test Starlink bandwidth this morning, down and up, and I had almost 290 megabit down and about 150 megabit up, which is fantastic. Thank you, Starlink. Thank you, Elon and the Starlink company.
Give me $300 Jamaican cash.
Okay, I gave that money to you. No, I didn't. Okay, stand by.
I was clearing the bump yesterday.
Goodbye. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you today?
Could be better.
You live you close by? Which direction?
Black River.
Where? You're from Black River?
Yeah, well, family.
Are your family? Are you trying now? Was you down there coming out, or are you trying to get to?
Trying to get in there.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Which way? We're going to go south. The east, southeast.
No, that's not a good idea.
Why?
Because the bridge to take you into Black River is completely cut off.
Okay,
It's split in two.
that's what the task force. The task force is cutting through the
The bamboo.
bamboo, but the other task force, the military, came back from there like 15 months ago, back into Santa Cruz. They told us don't go that way because it's still too deep. They're moving at 1 mile an hour through the bamboo deal as of
Yeah,
midnight.
I was there from
But the
from
southern
yesterday
route.
afternoon right up until this morning. I slept in the car. I just came here for some.
You slept in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, here's a question for you. So, my understanding is the south route is open because one of your prime minister said department. He came in. I'm trying to get my iPad here. He said that the road that's open, and this is at midnight last night. The open road south of the South Loop, and I don't know all these towns. You do better. He said go down a junction, go Top Hill Junction, Top Hill, go this way.
It's absolute devastation here, but by the time you get here,
Right.
there's a bridge right here.
Oh, that bridge that goes over the Black
that
River.
goes over Black River. It's completely destroyed. It's split in two.
Okay, so a local gentleman there, and who'd you get that information from?
People that are local in Black River.
Okay, the people in the so you're saying
So
the bridge. Yeah, I heard that
they rode on motorcycles.
Yes.
You know, cut their way through the bamboo.
Yes.
And they were able to make a pathway just for a two.
A motorcycle cut their path through. Yeah, now is that at the bridge area or
That's
is
the bridge.
so the bridge is gone? The bridge is like 90%, 100% destroyed.
100% destroyed.
100% destroyed on the
south.
southeast side on Crane Road. The bridge is 100% gone.
That's correct.
And what was the story about the motorcycles and the bamboo? Is that going east of east?
That's going through the bamboo.
Okay, so what they're doing, only motorcycles, they've just cut enough of the path so motorcycles can get through the bamboo at this point and not full cars.
Not for cars.
Okay, I know the task force has got about 50 people with trucks and dozers. And
Yeah, I was there last night with them.
you were with the task force last night?
We've been clearing, with the JDF.
Yeah, JDF, right.
And, there was one tractor.
Do you mind if I put you live with me? We're broadcasting live around the world this morning using Starlink.
I'm not quite ready to go.
No,
live
I get that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Well, your information is unbelievable, and God bless you. And we're here to help you, people, right?
Yeah.
So has your family? Did you guys evacuate before the hurricane, or did some family members stay? Have your family members?
Some family members down there, and that's why we're trying to get to Black River because my wife, she has an uncle, who has a medical condition.
Has a medical condition.
He needs to get treatment, and we also heard that he broke his arm during the storm.
Oh, he broke his arm during the storm.
Yeah,
so he's in bed. Let's do. Can you do this? Well, you've been with the task force. Did you give that information to the task force? Did you share that you've got an injured person at Black River? Did you give that to any of the task force, the JBF task force?
No, we got that information when we came here in Guttas because we couldn't get any reception. So we just got it from.
I know. I just got reception here too. So you hadn't been able to relay that. Okay. Do me a favor. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. Okay. Let's do this right now while we're here. Okay. What I'm gonna do is you show me on Google Maps here. What we're going to do
where
is
he lives. I can show you exactly where his house is.
Yeah, either type in the address or use them and type an address. You go where he's at.
I can create a pin.
Create a pin.
His address is very close to the Black River Hospital.
Very close to Black River. Now, do you think he went to the Black River Hospital?
I don't think so. That's him right there. That's the house right there.
Okay, so he's in this house.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in that house. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that.
Richard Clark.
His name is Richard what?
Richard Clark. That's his
Clark?
name. Richard Clark.
Clark.
Yeah, Richard Clark. That's
Richard Clark's his name, and he's got a broken arm.
Yeah.
He's injured. He's got a medical condition, and I've just got the pin to his deal. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and I will create a kind of a high. He's a high, what we call a high priority. He's a level 1 transport out.
Yeah, definitely. We need to get him out.
We got to get him out. So we'll create a special emergency deal on that. So let me think how I'll word this. We're going to create a pin for him, and we're going to tag the military here. Yep.
Y'all already make it to Black River?
We got stuck in Holland Bamboo.
Yeah, but we can't go that way, no?
No, man, the bridge to go over Crane Road into Black River split in two, completely destroyed.
Outside. But we can't, like, Treasure Beach area.
No, there's no bridge. You can't go into Black River from there.
How old is he?
He's in his
Just a minute. I got to do something
late 50s.
here.
In his late 50s.
Huh?
Late 50s.
Okay.
What, that bridge?
He's got a broken arm.
Yeah,
he's got a broken arm. He's got a medical condition, and he's trapped in Black River. I got his pin where his house is at. This is your buddy's son, grandson?
Well, it's my wife's
It's
uncle.
your mother, it's
Oh,
your
so they're trapped in Black
wife's
River now?
dad,
Or my wife's dad's brother.
dad's brother. Got it.
So they're trapped in Black River
Yeah, he's
now.
trapped in Black
Yes.
River.
In can't send us an emergency.
Yeah, we've been trying to get there from yesterday afternoon. I've been clearing light posts.
Just to get by.
I've been tying straps around light posts and pulling it out of the
Yeah,
road.
just to get by.
Just to get by. We, the chainsaw and the machete try to chop through the bamboo. It's too much for you. We need a bulldozer. So that's what the JDF needs to, get there. We need bulldozers, 2 big bulldozers to just push all that bamboo to the side.
Right. We need big bulldozers, guys. What I've been telling you, it's you got to get medical air flights, either Coast Guard, Jamaican Air, Jamaican Armed Services. We've got to get medical helicopters to Black River. You got to do it now. You got to do it today. I've got injured people in houses. We've talked that this was what we're going to find, and trying to get people in and out on land is not going to cut it. It's not. You've got to get medical helicopters to these areas. And I've got a guy right next to me. His family member is injured, critically injured. He's got a broken arm, and he's got other medical conditions that's going on with him, which I'm not going to go into. But anyway, I'm going to put the lat lawn of his locate pin of his house, and we're going to make it a priority 1 to get him out as ASAP. So the military, I'm going to tag everybody in Jamaica.
The best road to Black River is here.
I'm going to get him airlifted out some way. We're going to get him. We're going to extradite out of there.
We need a bulldozer.
That's what I was telling you about. All the roads are cut off. Bridges are gone. This is what I've been telling you guys for 3 days. These are the things that are going on. JDF has 6 helicopters for disaster relief. JDF, I'm going to tag JDF. If anybody else knows JDF, I'm going to tweet this. As soon as I tweet this, here in about 30 seconds, tag the JDF if you live in Jamaica. The lat loan of this pin of this house where this person is injured. It's a 50-year-old injured with a broken arm. And they can get helicopter. He definitely has room around his house and his yard, his property. It looks like get a helicopter, a medevac helicopter in his location, in his yard. He's got a pretty good sized house with a big yard. Need to be airlifted ASAP.
We are sending out information from
What is the?
storm blow.
Ambulance.
What? And there's about 10 ambulances stuck in Holland Bamboo trying to get to that because they want to transfer the patients from there.
From the hospital that time.
Hey, what is the? Does anybody know the tag for JDF?
JDF.
JDF, Jamaica Defense
Force.
Jamaica Defense Force.
Yeah.
JDF.
At that Jamaica Defense Force, it should pop up.
Okay, just a minute. And you just spell it out.
Yeah, just spell Jamaica
Okay,
Defense
yeah,
Force.
Yeah.
No, put an A after the M for Jamaica.
And it's still there. Just a
So
minute.
go all the way back. A,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
I.
C, A,
Yeah, that's right.
and then defense.
Oh, and then defense. Yep.
Yeah. Oh. C, I think it was a C, not a S.
Yeah. Dude, guys, I'm gonna send a tweet out. I'm gonna put Jamaica. We're trying to get the Jamaican,
Defense force.
their task force on X. Does anybody know on X on X? Does anybody know the Jamaican Defense Task Force or their force, JDF? How is it tagged online? We can't find it on X. If anybody can tell me on X right now the tag. Oh, okay, they're at JDF Soldier. JDF Soldier is what they're telling me.
Try that.
JDF Soldier.
JDF Soldier.
There you go. Just a minute. JDF Soldier.
Oh yeah, that's them. Go back.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Thank you, guys. You're awesome.
That's it right
Emergency need, broken arm injury at the medical condition. Need to get airlifted as soon as possible. There we go. I'm gonna post that loud line. Name is Richard. Yep.
Richard Clark.
Richard Clark. And yeah, is it E out there? Is it E?
L-A-K.
What is
like
it?
Clark Kent. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Spelling here is a little bit different than the U.S. on certain things, so you got to be good. Name is Richard Clark. Okay, emergency medical need. And then I'm gonna say, do you want me to put your number there or your wife's number? Say, please contact. I'm gonna say that. Let me have your name, and then I'm gonna give you your name or your cell number or something.
Okay. Her cell number.
I want you to type it in. That way, just say, please contact, and you type in what number.
We don't have any signal though. We don't have any reception. Once we go into the bamboo, it's dead for us. There's no.
Well, I've got signal with Starlink, so why don't we do this? We're going there. You're going there. So I'll have them contact me because I got Starlink, right? And they can contact me, right? Let's do that.
We'll be in there with you, so.
Right, we're going in there together. We're going in there together, and if they don't get there before we do, we'll be there. We'll get him.
But I can give you my number, but there is just no signal.
No, it's. Yeah. I understand. Okay, please contact me here. Once airlifted. Okay, so we'll have multiple ways to get a hold of us. Here it goes. Here goes the tweet. And I'm gonna say this is in Black River.
That just compounds the problem because we heard that we lost the entire roof on the house.
Guys, this scene here is unfolding all over Western Jamaica.
99%.
It's unbelievable. We went back, get some cash, came back here to get some fuel, to get some water, go to the deal. I'm seeing this guy stand outside. I can tell he's frustrated. I don't know how you doing. Just started a 15-second conversation. Turns in he's got family members who are critically injured, and they're trying to get them out. There's no communication, right? So we just discovered also the bridge is gone on the southeast side. We can't get there on the bridge. So we're going to go back to the bamboo route and get through there. So I sent the tweet out. If you're local, please retweet it. If you're in Jamaica. Okay, I just tweeted it out. What's your first name? Or just so people want to know. Jermaine. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you, buddy. Oh, cool. Thank you, buddy. I know there's a lot going on, buddy. There's a lot going on for all of us, right? I totally get it. I'm so glad we're able to help each other, right?
Yeah,
You're helping me, tell me what, don't go that way, the bridge is out, and I'm helping him get emergency communication to get him out, right? We're going to get him out today. 100%. I guarantee you we will. That emergency message just went out, and it's going to.
He wasn't doing so well, based on the last update that we got, he wasn't doing too well.
Right.
So that's why.
When's the last time you've been able to even talk to him?
It was the day of the storm.
The day of the storm.
Yeah.
So 2 days now.
Yeah,
We haven't talked to him. He's a medical priority one. Yeah, he's a medical priority one airlift.
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
so are you guys ready to start? Did you get petrol? Did you get fuel?
I'm gonna top up here.
Okay.
And then make the trip back in.
Okay. Okay. Do you think we can make it in this car? If you've been out west?
Yeah, you can definitely make it.
Yeah, we can make
it. Okay. Okay.
I've seen,
Yeah, we
smaller cars
yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
And the roads we've cleared it good enough. There's still some spots where, there's some rocks and it's a little bit bumpy, but you should be able to navigate it with this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go get it done, man. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Get your
What's your
petrol.
name?
Jeff. Jeff? Yes.
Okay. What news network are you in? With?
I'm a storm chaser from the U.S.
Okay.
This is what I do. I cover the hurricanes and stay and help the locals. That's what I do. It's what it's about.
Really appreciate it, Jeff.
You absolutely.
Where in Oklahoma are you from?
Huh?
Tulsa?
Tulsa. Tulsa,
right.
Oklahoma, man. You knew that name to me.
Yeah.
Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
You guys are in Hurricane Alley down here. I'm in Tornado Alley.
Tornado Alley.
You know it, right?
Those EF4s.
EF4s, man.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You guys know.
And the
You know.
hailstorms that comes with it, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get it. You know what goes on. It's amazing you can be totally different countries, thinking about it. You understand the things we go through and we understand what you go through, right?
Absolutely.
And so I've said this all my life. Weather globally brings everybody together. Don't ever forget that. I'll say it again. Weather globally brings everybody together. We're all one family globally when it comes to weather. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah. Everybody understands that. Okay, we're here to help. We're making it. We're going to make it. We're going to keep going. And this is going to be one, I'm sure, guys, many, many, many that are still waiting to be airlifted out and helped. Okay. So you can get Petro. Let me get a little drink of water. Wow.
I bought two bottles of water somewhere. And
I know.
bought
You gave them to me.
yeah,
You gave them to
I
me.
gave you about a Pringles.
Yeah. How many?
I got some Pringles for you.
Yeah, I saw you got the Pringles deals. Yeah.
I got some Pringles for you.
Yeah. I've got my Blue Mountain coffee. Is that what we say? Yeah, the Blue Mountain coffee. I've got it. It's so good. It is. It's not. It's just the unique taste, but it's so smooth and it just tastes really good.
So why next moving on? When I wait for?
I'm gonna get some coffee.
Oh,
So.
okay.
But I'm
They're
just
telling me the
waiting-
flat bridge.
I'm just
Oh,
waiting.
yeah.
Listen to me. They're
wait,
telling me the
wait,
flat
wait,
bridge.
wait.
Is that bridge you're talking about? Was that the flat bridge?
No, it's the Black River Bridge.
Black River
River
Bridge.
Bridge.
Totally different. They're saying the flat river bridge is fine. It's just
It
that
doesn't
you have
make
to.
sense you
Yeah,
unless
rush
you want
it.
to go down there and
I
wait.
wait. Yeah.
But you can't even wait here until you see the heavy equipment start moving by because it's stuck. Everybody's just sitting
So
there.
what about
waiting.
Alligator Pond?
Alligator Pond?
Yeah. That was.
That's
Yeah, I think you want to go to Alligator Pond and see what's going
you
on
can
out there.
probably see what's happening down there.
Can we get to Black River?
No, but Alligator Pond, the high also pass in that area.
Yeah, but I think we need to follow a task force because we're going to waste time that we need to get to these people
That's
and
true.
his injured family member, right?
Yeah.
And make sure because if the
Yeah, but-
Jamaican defense doesn't get there, then we've got to get there and get him out
You
to a
can't get
hospital.
Alligator Pond because Alligator Pond, they're okay because they don't have any roads that's cut off and it's, there's no roadblocks.
Right.
We need to get to Black River because Black River, that road takes you into Westmoreland as well, and there's a lot of people there that's
So-
trying to get to Westmoreland.
The only way to get
Westmoreland
the
is
only
really
way-
is
so- so-
extremely.
so the only way to get to Black
They were
River.
badly hit too.
I know.
The only way to get to Black River is
It's super
is
high.
to go all the way
Yeah.
back to St. Anne and come around.
No, that worse.
Oh my God!
That's Long Hill, you're talking about, Long Hill, they have mountains.
Oh,
So a lot of rocks,
landslide,
mud,
landslide. Okay.
So that's even worse than dealing with Holland bamboo with just some bamboo,
Yeah. So just Alan Bamboo is the obstacle right now. Good morning, world.
Yeah. Good morning. So Jim adds in the stateside hurricane station. He's got caught in Dorian in the island. He's going to make a contact to the state person he knows. I guess at the State Department, and it has connections to the U.S. Coast Guard and military, and they'll.
And not much.
They'll
What's
relate
going
that
on?
information to the Southern Command also,
Good morning.
which is probably nearby or could even be offshore somewhere. I don't know about Southern Command right now, but if their task force, U.S.
Good
task
morning,
forces
good morning.
is coming, then
Morning,
they'll
Shirley.
have assets nearby, or they can relay that information to the task force, Southern Command.
All right, I'm going to get some coffee in. I'll be back.
Well, it got shared, I'm sure, thousands of times, so it's going to be escalated really quick.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
Absolutely, that's what we're here for. That's why Starlink.
Hope we can get some updates and that he gets the help that he needs,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's what we're here for. If you have communications, you can help everybody, right?
true.
If you can't get communication both in and out,
Yeah.
we don't know, right? And this is the unfortunate thing is
that's what's critical in
It's critical.
a disaster. We need to get the communication out in a timely
Right.
way.
When he's
If
Sterling-
it is
when he's
that we
Sterling's,
can't get into the community.
no, he's not a U.S. citizen, right? He's a Jamaican citizen.
Jamaican citizen.
Not a U.S. citizen, Jamaican citizen. Yeah, Garfield. So yeah, he's a Jamaican local, right? It doesn't matter where he's from, right? We got to get the guy out. It's just the priority does. We got to get him out. I was going to ask something else really important. So you're saying stay here for a little bit longer before we go back west, or what?
Yeah, you can stay here for a little bit.
I'm going down in the town, in the city, in Santa Cruz.
But you can travel into Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
We went west. We can go west to the next Lavaca?
Lacovia, yeah.
Lacovia.
Yeah, we can go
Yeah,
there.
you can go there. There's a lot to see down there. Total devastation.
No, I know. We got on the east side of there yesterday.
Yeah.
I really don't want. I want to be with you, right?
Okay.
So, when do you guys feel comfortable in leaving?
I'm gonna get some coffee, get some gas, and then we can head out.
Coffee? Yeah. Do you like that blue mountain coffee you guys have here in Jamaica?
Oh, it's absolutely the best.
But I was going to get a reaction from it. I'm trying to give you something to think about, right? It's kind of. As soon as I said blue milk, you guys drink that blue, his face lit out and he goes, "It is the best." And I'm like, "Can you folks? You've heard me say it 1,000 times. It's absolutely." My wife think Yeti cup, right? They have this, and his wife make boil hot water, and pour it in there. And
it's instant. So
yeah, it's instant. It's instant, right? It's not even brewed. It's instant, and instant. I can officially say this, and I mean it sincerely, my heart. It is the best instant coffee I've had in my entire life. It's like you cooked it. You got a policeman just showed up here. Okay. Good morning, sir. So.
Okay. So I'll be back, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Yeah. It's just you stop, pulled up, had a 5-second conversation with somebody, and I could tell the guy, I'm very perceptive of people. That's why I'm a great salesperson, truthfully. My whole life I've been in sales, but I also know how to read the room really well, how to read the tea leaves really well. And I could tell this guy was under I could see distress on both him and his wife's faces, like big time distress. I knew something was critically wrong, and that's why I asked where you're from, what's up. And then as soon as I asked that question, he just did this huge data dump, right? I got an injured family member, they got broken arm, he's got medical conditions, he's stuck in this house, he's at Black River, can't get out, people can't find him, he's at this exact location, this house. That's what I just tweeted the pin. It's really, when you get on site, you got to read the tea leaves, and in Jamaica, it's a different mindset and culture, not in a bad way. They have different way of doing things here, and you've got to understand that. And they have different way, slaying a lot of it's just honking the horn, good morning, those kind of things. So those are the things that are going on. And you got to know how to read. You just got to understand the local culture, and I'm learning it quickly. By far, I'm not an expert on it in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna make mistakes, but it's you just do the best you can. But like right now, I'm live with Starlink. I've said it a million times. By the way, somebody on X can check. Don't know. I know it is in the United States. Maybe it's for Jamaica as well. I do know that they've waived all the fees in November. Starlink, I believe the Starlink service, you can actually get equipment to your house, your business at no charge. Hardware is free for a time that they rolled out about a week or two. So you can check on Starlink and see if there is get free equipment, not for emergency operations here, but also for equipment for your house or business. If I ran a business, gas station, or any kind of business in any country, anywhere in the world, right, I would have a Starlink at that facility. And I can tell you, having Starlink at like police, fire departments, emergency services, headquarters, just giving the community, because you can set up a Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi in this car is really powerful. I mean, I could probably go out 500 feet from the vehicle and have Wi-Fi. So I know that when we go into those areas that have been reached with loved ones, we're going to go in those areas, and as soon as they know we have communication, everybody's going to come up. I'll give them the password just to get on Starlink, and people can make phone calls. I've made multiple phone calls last night at this house, and today, direct from the phone. It's actually clearer than landline or cellular, believe it or not. It's actually more crisp, more clear, and you connect in about 2 seconds. Boom. People can call my cell phone, boom, connected, right? And that's what Starlink offers you, both communications, landline, cell service communications, not from my phone. You can do from phone up to Starlink, and if you're in a no coverage area at all, but this is the kind of thing that's just, it's super critical for any kind of thing, right? Do you have air conditioning? Yes, we do have air conditioning here, because of things going on in conserving power at the house. Haven't been running air conditioning at the house, but we've
continued. Why are you gonna put me on the network?
What now?
When are you gonna put me on the network?
Okay, well, let me mute because I don't want. You know, I got to. So I've got to. Yeah. So I'm not laughing. Just you're funny. I'm sorry. He asked a really good question. Let me get that information for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need-
Let me
I need
find
to-
it because I don't. Yeah, this phone's got a problem. I may have to shut this one down because I've got to.
No, I don't want you to shut your live down.
I just meant. Let me mute this. I'm gonna mute for just a minute.
Connection, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'll do it for you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then I'll do it for you. We do it. Where do you type at?
Right here.
Oh, right here. Where?
No, right. You type.
Oh, you do it. You know it. You know what to do. We're
Yes.
getting additional people hooked up to the satellite. I'm lying. It's not funny, guys. It's just there's just so much going on. I can only handle like 600 things at once. Toss it, place. You know, I'm a good juggler, and this will overwhelm your century like extreme overload. It is. It just trust me on that one. I would highly recommend, and I'm sure they're fully aware of it and probably already have plans to have stuff done. And but I'm sure that JDF, is that your phone?
No, it's somebody else.
Uh,
Hello?
Yep, I connected.
Hello?
okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's on. Yes. People are, at this location here. The internet. They just got internet. I was shocked. I have 2 bars of internet here, and I'm hearing somebody's Wi-Fi on audio. It's coming in. It's Garfield. It's Garfield. I think he's it must be wireless to the car because I'm hearing. It sounds like his wife, but anyway, that's what's going on. Yeah, fuel is like $2 a liter. It's about $8 roughly. Anyway, that's what it is. So anyway, that's what's been going on. Yeah, he's connected to Wi-Fi. So when he dialed his wife, it's coming in the car, and I'm not hearing the conversation. He walked away from the car, so I don't hear it. Anyway, yeah, the price is. I don't know what it goes. I got to tell you, yeah, I love good food, and culinary food, and all those kind of things. But it's this coffee is like so smooth, man. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things on here right now can't talk about, right? It's just it's been challenging, but you know what, I'm up for the task. We're strong. Jamaica's strong. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get you the help. We're gonna get people out just like I promised you we would. And I always lead the charge, guys. I'm just on the front lines. We make it happen together. We're stronger together than apart as a one-on-one, right? As a family, as a community, as a country. When everybody helps everybody, just make a request on X, say, guys, help me get this tweet out, help me notify people. We've got injured people here, need to be airlifted out, priority 1 injuries. That's what we're going to do today, folks. This is one of many things that are going to happen today. I have no idea what we're going to find. I have no idea kind of people in need, but I'm sure there's thousands of these I'm not saying there's thousands of people injured. I'm saying there's thousands of these kind of stories, people trying to leave loved ones, and he hadn't talked to him in 48 hours, and he was injured 48 hours ago. I don't hear the exact story, how he broke his arm, something about the storm and the wind, and something hit him, or he fell and broke his arm. But I can't imagine having a broken arm and 48 hours and the pain and the agony that person's going through, right? Listen, I've had broken arm as a kid. I've had busted legs. I was a very hyperactive kid. And so very adventurous, climbing on things, dropping things, bicycle wrecks, motorcycle wrecks. I've had climbed over my grandmother's fence, wooden fence, when I was 5 years old. And my brand new pair of Levi's that I got that morning, I'm climbing over the wooden picket fence. I'll never forget this. I'm 5 years old. Wooden picket fence, climb over the top of it. And as I'm climbing over, the picket fence hangs onto my pants leg. I flip over the fence upside down, and guess what happens? My leg goes boom, and compound fracture. Christmas morning. And I remember my uncle picking me up, and my parents put me in a car, took me to St. Francis in Tulsa, and I was in a cast for like 6 months, 5 years old. That was painful, right? So you have those things. It's real. It's raw. People asked me last night, it doesn't matter what organization it is, it's a global organization, global companies. And they said, Jeff, we want to follow you today. We want to live feed. And I said, guys, they were saying, is it going to be, they want to know, what are we going to find? I said, I have no idea. Guys, every second, everywhere you go, something else is happening that you didn't plan on that day. You didn't know what was going to happen. Every block of this deal has been an eye-opening experience. You can't imagine the things we've encountered along this journey. People needing help, desperation, people getting a cell signal for the first time in 3 or 4 days, and just the relationship, talking to their family members, they actually reach somebody for the first time to know they're alive is unbelievable. So anyway, those are the stories we'll share. They're raw, they're emotional, and I have no interest in going up and putting cameras in people's face. That's not my style. I don't do that. You got to tell a story, but you can tell the story and understand their culture here. And there's time and place for all those things, right? Right now, it's about family. It's about helping people get airlifted out. And there's people about recovery. It's not about doing interviews. It's about helping people. I've got resources to help people, and that's what I do, right? So we got the first one. There's going to be many more coming, and today and the next couple of days. So there's thousands of these stories, folks. I told you, I've been telling you for 3 days. This is what's going to happen. We've been through this thousands of times. This is what happens, right? And this is a level. The terrain here is extremely difficult. The road network is extremely difficult for an American driver. I'm driving on the left side of the road, right side steering wheel. So you got to navigate a lot of different things going on, right? That's in itself is fine. And then you got to remember, you're asking people to drive a plumb across a country. There's no power, 90% plus of Jamaica. That means there's no food, there's no fuel. We had fuel here, there's on backup generator. Thank God. There's no cell communications. And like you may drive 1-2 hours to get through all this mass debris and stuff, and you get there and guess what you find out? The bridge is gone. After you just drove 3 hours and you still don't have cell service. That is what's unplanned all over Jamaica, and especially Western Jamaica, by the thousands of people, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are experiencing what this guy's experiencing. No cell service, running out of fuel, coming back here, getting fuel, can't go that way, the bridges are gone, and yet they're trying to get to loved ones that are injured that can't get to them, right? This kind of story is going to unfold thousands of times across Western Jamaica in the coming days and weeks. This is not a today problem. We're going to still have this problem tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. This is going to be a week to 2 week search and rescue. This is not just today's problem. This is going to go on, guys. This is a multi-day, multi-week problem here. That's why I said begging that we need hundreds, if not thousands of helicopters to get you to Jamaica now with the Southern Command in the U.S. We got to have thousands of airlift helicopters. You need Hueys, you need medevac helicopters, not 5 or 6 the JBF have here. I need hundreds of helicopters in Jamaica, and I need them now. And I need food now and water, airlifted to these high-rise places. Communications here, you see all the problem we're having with ground resources? We can't even get through the roads, right? We can't get to the people. That is the problem here. I recognize that from day one. I've been saying it for 4 days now. This is what we're going to need. The disasters now happen, and this story has not changed. Before the disaster happened, 3 days later, I'm telling you the same story. We need the Southern Command of the U.S. military here, and I need ships around the entire island. I need airlift. I need Red Cross. I'm sure you're on the way. We got food kitchens here, but I need resources, not from the ground. That's fine. If you got dozers, front end loaders to plow the roads, that's fine. And to fill these bridges, I'm going to need engineering teams. I need the Army for your quick deployment to build bridges across bridges or gone. Those are the kind of resources I need here. They need to be airlifted in. They need to be flown in either to Kingston on ground movement, but what we really need is we need the Southern Command Task Force to come into the ports, both on the South Shore, Kingston and Montego Bay, and also bring carriers off the South Shore in the hardest hit areas. And let's do airlifts there from Air National Guard or Coast Guard, Air Coast Guard, sorry, and American carriers on the South Shore of Jamaica. That's what we need. That's what we need, guys. The story's gonna be the same 5 days from now. Remember what I'm telling you. 5 days from now, a week from the day of the hurricane, we're still going to have this need. 7 days from now, okay? You got to listen. This is not hard. It's hard getting to people because we don't have the resources we need to make it happen, right? You can't take 3 to 5 days to cut through a road where you can get a helicopter and go right into Black River with medevac helicopters, land today in an hour. If I had a task force here, I could have 10, 20 helicopters in Black River in minutes, right? Southern Command, somebody to help organize this. I can have Apache helicopters, medical helicopters land in Black River before 12 noon today. If Southern Command is nearby, I can have helicopters on the ground, medical helicopters, and pulling people out that are injured and worse. I do know there's worse there. There's fatalities there that still need to be removed. Okay, so this is a need here. And this is unfolding all across Western Jamaica. It's not just Black River where they hit. It goes well in all the way to Montego Bay, up in the mountains, right? Yeah, JDF has choppers, right? They have 6 of them. We need hundreds of them. Guys, I'm telling you, you got to understand the scope of this. Choppers, time you bring a chopper in, they land, pick up 3 or 4 people, take them back to the medical facility. You got another chopper coming in. This is a massive airlift, massive search and rescue mode. This is not something that's going to have that you're going to solve with 5 or 6 choppers. I'm telling you, you need hundreds of aircraft, hundreds, and really you need thousands, hundreds of medevac helicopters here now, both for food drops, water supply, and taking the injured and critical people and people that did not make it out of the affected areas. Okay, they have 15 choppers total. They need to get every air asset, 10 to 12, all JDBF, the Defense League, they need to bring all air assets to the western side of the island and do it now. Do not wait. Bring all your air assets here to Black River and start going to and start evacuating people. Maybe they're already doing it, I don't know it, right? But we'll find out. Yeah, we need the U.S. Coast Guard here. It's needed. It's extremely bad. U.S. Coast Guard and Southern Command and U.S. Coast Guard here do flyovers. I'm sure we got rescues along the perimeter in the water areas. We got numerous roads washed out in the mountains and just the terrain west of here between Montego Bay and Black River. We have numerous whole areas that have been devastated that we can't even get to yet. They have no cell service. We don't know how many people are injured or have died in those locations because there's no communication. We got 5 or 6 parishes here. They have zero. They've been totally obliterated. Right? It is massive. I've said this from day one. I'm hammering it. I'm hammering it now. You've got to escalate this. It's well outside. Look, I understand local culture, local government. You want to do everything on your own. I get it. I totally get it. But this is a international need that is needed from not just America. We need all surrounding countries to respond here. UK don't even. That's fine. I need air support, air task force here, medical task force, search and rescue task force. I know that there are 3 divisions of search and rescue task force that was deployed yesterday. They may be on the ground now. They were flying in the U.S. military search and rescue task force 1, 2, and 3. I think there's 3 divisions coming. They're going to be dropped in different parts of the island. I know they're on the way. They should be on the ground now, possibly at Kingston Airport. The military's flying those people assets in now, but that needs to scale up dramatically. Okay, guys, this is a massive, massive airlift problem. I'm gonna quit harping right now. I'm just telling you. I saw the handwriting on the wall 3 days ago. This is not hard. And I have no military. My family served military. My dad, my brother's in the Air Force. but I can tell you from all the events I've been on, Katrina, Hurricane Michael, Andrew, Wilma, Ivan, and just list goes on and on and on. All the mega disasters, right? The big hurricanes that levels hundreds of miles, right? Katrina, New Orleans. I was there for 3 or 4 weeks. Largest airlift in U.S. history. Thousands of helicopters bringing thousands of people, 20 and 30 people per helicopter coming in, unload them into baggage carts at the New Orleans airport because people didn't have the strength to walk off the helicopter. I was on the tarmac. I saw it with my own eyes for days at Katrina, New Orleans, right? You take all of the worst hurricanes in America. They do not compare to what just happened in Jamaica. Yes, Marco Rubio, this afternoon, they're deploying assets here, search and rescue assets. Yeah, we need Chinook helicopters here. We need all those kind of assets. Chinooks for water and food, airlifting people out 30 to 40 a flight, and these remote mountainside locations and rural areas. These are the kind of things we need here. So anyway, I'm in hammer mode. I'm sorry, I'm in a different country. I realize you got to respect the local government, but I'm telling you, this is, they're doing the best they can with what they've got. And I totally understand that. I get it, right? But we need to elevate this way up, okay? You can't take 3 or 4 weeks, a month to try to find people because all the roads and bridges are washed out. It's got to escalate this dramatically, right? I'm always kind of the bigger picture on things, but anyway, that's what's been going on. So, update on the bridge. Thank you, Jeff. The deal about the bridge there. So, a task force member has contacted one of the prime minister people. She just reached out and got a hold of somebody at that level, and they say that there is damage to the bridge, but they do have people that have drove across the bridge in the last 12 hours. That's going to be the Black River Bridge. It is damaged. There's debris on the bridge, but they're saying you can make it across the bridge. We're going to find out. We're gonna get moving here in just any second now. We're going to be heading south down. We're going to come in from the east. That's what we're going to do. We're coming in from the east, and that's what we're going to do. We're coming in from the east southeast like this. Okay. We got food, water, and petrol, and we're about to ready to leave. We're about to head south here. We're going to take down. We're in Manchester County, extreme western Manchester County. We're going to go down to Top Hill. This is the town. We're going to cross over to St. Elizabeth, go to Junction, and then we're going to go to Top Hill. And then we're going to go and continue to go on down here to Flagman, Treasure Beach area, and then we'll figure out how that goes over back to the west there. We may cut up. I know Mountainside's really bad in order to get to Black River. I know Mountainside is really bad. I can't make any comments. I have no idea what we're going to find along that way. Yet the U.S. is helping, right? And I know there's U.S. Military high officials that watch my streams at times when they have time. They're not busy doing other things. I'm telling you, the need is massive here. It is not small. It is massive. And right now, the clock is ticking, and I'm requesting 1,000 helicopters, humanitarian aid as well. Yes. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm about to. Where is he? Is he?
We need lots of air assets here. So anyway, that's my take. That's my 300,000 foot take. I haven't been in a helicopter to do flyovers, but I can tell you from the aerial video I've seen in different places, it's pretty obvious, right? I mean, this is a massive problem. I need American engineers. You need civil engineers on the boots on the ground here. I've got commercial buildings, 3-story buildings, and just west of here, the town we're staying in, lost for trying to keep all these towns here. Santa Cruz, there's commercial buildings on the water underwash. When the water cut through Santa Cruz downtown, the water was forced around buildings, and when it kept going faster and faster, it dug under the house. So I've got 2-story buildings, 3-story buildings, that a third of the building, the entire foundation, has been undercut like 10 feet underneath the building. I'm not gonna say the building would collapse immediately, but those are the kind of civil engineering problems we've got, where entire underneath the buildings have been underwashed, carved out. You got buildings like hanging in the air, right? In heavy populated areas. So I need civil engineers to understand that kind of stuff. And from an engineer perspective, not an engineer, but I build houses and commercial buildings, I understand that you gotta have buildings condemned. I need civil engineers on the ground that deal with disasters, and structural engineers, CERT teams, all those stuff. We need all those kind of people here on the ground. We're leaving. We're heading south. And Jermone's coming with us, right?
Nah, man, we got our business.
Okay, he's gonna be following back up. Uh-oh. Did it rock?
Yeah, something. It's a tire.
Tire, okay. So, be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, there you go. We talked about it last night. I said send the cruise ships. So I said yesterday, if we can't get air assets out of Jamaica, out of Montego Bay, you bring the cruise ships in. You got Royal Caribbean. You got, we got all the ships here. It's 25 knots. It's about 24 hours. Garfield, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's getting really crowded here. We gotta get moving.
Let me look at the damage real quick.
Yeah. It's 25 knots. You can be here if you couldn't have went around the eastern tip yesterday because of the hurricane. You can go around the western tip. But you're here in about 24 hours from Miami ports. You can be in the port over here in about, my estimate, about 22, 21 hours at 25 knots, right, on the cruise ships. And I know that we got aircraft carriers and assets not very far away. They could be here maybe quicker. I don't know. But so I just got word on X that the U.S. Cruise ship industry is sending cruises to help evac people off the island at Montego Bay. We talked about that yesterday in my live stream. This is how you quickly cut logistics, and you do. We don't have to reinvent the wheel here, folks. You bring people in on the water. You bring them in on airlifts. We got Kingston open. You're bringing mutual aid in that way by air. Montego Bay Airport will be limited open today to start getting flights in and out. And then the way you escalate that is you bring cruise ships into the ports to get people out, which is having to bring in food and water with them over here and taking people back out. This is how you ramp things up quickly. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay, you can have the U.S. task force down here. I don't know what ships are deployed in Southern Command. You can take one of those assets that have 50 or 100 helicopters on them, bring them in. They have medical teams on those ships, and let's start an airlift out of Jamaica, either to Kingston hospitals or back to the U.S. Carrier Strike Group carriers, and they can bring them on the ships, and they have medical on board, and deal with the people that are critically injured in these areas out west. And this is not the first situation. There are going to be many, many, many like this. We just don't know how many because they have no way to reach people. That's what we're discovering. We know this. This is not hard, right? I can tell you 100% positively, since we put a tweet out with this location here, there's a line now. I don't know how long the line is. There's a long line here. It's all about communicating, people. If you communicate, hey, this is a problem, this is where it's at, that people will respond. They know, right? They'll get here. They're coming. Yep. So that's what's happening. Sorry about getting animated, guys. I'm kind of a no holds barred, no BS. I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. It's raw. And sometimes it gets emotional, and sometimes I get frustrated when I see things, whether it's in America or it's other countries. It's like, guys, we can help you with this problem immediately, right? Let's get help here, and let's get assets here, and we're going to ramp this up dramatically, right? I think within the hour or two, we're going to have a message coming really quick from the U.S. Armed Forces that they're coming. I haven't been told that yet, but hopefully between all of us, we can put enough pressure to and the Jamaican government to say, okay, we need to expedite this. Let's go to the next level. Maybe they already have, but we'll find out. We're going to find out. I'm going to keep pushing until I see air assets coming in and grabbing people, and not 5 helicopters, guys. We need hundreds of helicopters. And the scope and magnitude of this is beyond the local government's capability to get all these people out. I know people want to do it on their own, but don't kid yourself. This is not a 10 helicopter problem. This is a 100+ helicopter. You really need about 1,000 if you want to be really honest and brutal about it. You need hundreds of helicopters, medical evac helicopters, bring people out of the area. Guys, we probably have over 200,000 people that need to be airlifted out or on road. Once the roads are transported, you got bridges built to evac the area. You probably have over a 250,000 people in the western part of Jamaica. They're now homeless, no food, no water, total infrastructure is on the ground. There's nowhere to go, and you can't reach 90% of the people. What does that tell you? Okay? We can do it all by land with roads closed, and you got this incredible terrain that's very hard to navigate on a normal day. With traffic backed up, with people trying to find their loved ones, you need hospital ships. You need them here now. I mean, if I was in charge of Southern Command, if I was the president right now, or a deal or humanitarian situation, I would order the big American Red Cross ship here. It's a medical hospital ship. And I would get at least 2 or 3 carrier groups here, medical ships with massive air support. U.S. Coast Guard needs to be here, massive air support, right? Again, I need massive air support, massive medical teams here, and to deploy in all these areas out west. Because immediately west of me, about 7 kilometers, it is absolutely catastrophe. And as the gentleman just told you, they were with the people trying to cut through the bamboo deal. They're with them all day yesterday, all night, trying to reach their loved ones that are injured. And it is 1 mile an hour. I can take medical helicopters. I can go into Black River in those areas right now and start extracting people, 5-10 people at a time in helicopters, and get to where they need to go. Yeah, all the roads are blocked, guys. And this is not a 1 mile problem. This is hundreds of miles are blocked across western Jamaica. Not 5 miles, not 10 kilometers or 50 kilometers. Hundreds of kilometers are blocked. Hundreds and hundreds of kilometers are blocked across western Jamaica. That is the problem we're in, right? I'm always the 300,000 foot overview. That's my gift. I get the big picture. I don't try to worry about the minutia details unless you have a very specific person like Jerome just said. Hey, my father-in-law is injured, got a broken arm, got a medical condition. This is his lat loan. This is his exact tiles. That goes to priority one. These are the kind of things, because if you have communication and people on the ground there, you're going to find these things out really rapidly, right? And that's why we're going down there. Yep. So. Give it a second. Oh, he's done. I'm we're getting Jermaine's three brothers and his wife are getting petrol right now, and the bridge going in the Black River, that report, we're hearing conflicting reports. Some people says yes, it's damaged, yes, there's debris on it, but other people are saying it's fine, you can make it, right? So anyway, we're gonna be out here. The gas station is full throttle with people coming in, surging in here for getting food and water, right? Anybody's gonna do, right? Yeah, Garfield's. I'm laughing. He's an awesome guy. Garfield's out there. He's with the Texaco. Have their own people that direct you in, like the line, so everybody stays orderly. Garfield's. He's making sure that the other guys are getting in line so they don't get out of line. So so we get moving here. So we'll be on the way here momentarily. Thank you for your support. Yeah. There's so many. There's so many task force of medical needs down here, and yeah, we're all going to get through this together. Oh yeah, everything's gonna be fine. People that know me back in the States know that I'm a very animated person. That's why I'm good in sales. I'm very animated. I'm sorry. This is my personality, you know. Also, it's I've always understand the big picture of things. A lot of times we try to complicate things in life, and really, it's not that hard if you're proactive before disaster and have assets in place. We didn't know exactly where the hurricane was exactly going to track, and you saw it snuck, hooked more left and went up to Montego Bay, which wasn't exactly forecasted to do that, but it did. But if you have assets back out of the path of the hurricane, and as soon as the hurricane is leaving, literally you surge those assets in. So these requests probably needed to happen a week ago, right? By being any government in the world, right? So you when you see a disaster coming, if you're fortunate enough to know that something's getting ready to happen, it's going to be this caliber, then you pre-surge military assets and air assets and supply assets into warehouses and places nearby, whether it's a nearby island, nearby country, and literally as the eye and the storm is pulling away and the winds get down below 50 and you can lay in and you can make sure the runways are clear at where you're going into. Literally, I'm talking about one thing the U.S. Coast Guard does in the United States when the hurricane's pulling out, and most of the time, if it left at midnight or if it left at 10 o'clock the night before, we did Ike in Houston. Me and Jim Eds was down there at Galveston, and literally the U.S. Coast Guard aerial flyover, both for checking boats that have sunk in the harbors and things like that with their high resolution camera. It's called. They do a quick assessment, do a flying with jets and low air assets, and do a rapid scan of the situation, and they're recording and photographing, if ships overturned, there's things leaking, and they do a quick scale, and they know if the channel is blocked, they know if we can bring air assets in, their boots on the ground. But it is absolutely fast and rapid. It would come in from all sides, and it happens like that. When the call goes out, it's massive, guys. It is on the ground, air, and sea. And in Jamaica's case, this needs to be a three-pronged approach. We need to have massive airlift, massive ground support, and from both onshore and offshore, and air support into the airport. So it needs to be, and then you got the cruise industry. So we need all those assets working at the same time, all converging on Jamaica, and everybody has a task in their area. You're going to have, obviously, the first priority is get the injured and the people that didn't make it out of the area. We're going to have tens of thousands of people that are going to be evacuated because they have no shelter at all. And then for food and humanitarian reasons, you got the rebuilding process, which is going to take years. And you got to get the infrastructure, power and utilities restored, so people that do stay, that still have their house but don't have utilities, can try to get things back to normal, right? So that's those are the kind of things that need to happen in a very expedited way. We're gonna be moving here any second. He's done with gas, and we're gonna be out of here. Yeah. So if you follow us, Jeff_Petrosky on X, and then TwisterChasers.com on YouTube. We're streaming live on both, and that's what we do. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the follows. Like I said, guys, we're not here just to take damage photos and say, hey, look what we shot here, or drone video. We have that as well. But capabilities, but it's really about, at this stage of the game with no communications and things, we need, and I even got a blue shirt on today. How about that? And that wasn't done on purpose. I brought 3 or 4 different blue shirts, some long sleeve, short sleeve. I had 2 or 3 of these, some orange ones, red ones, different things. You couldn't, we'll talk about that another time. It's not the time to talk about it. The main thing right now is really, it's about helping the people of Jamaica. And really, it's just telling people where roads are open. It's simple as this. Telling good morning. It's as simple as this gas station is open. They have some food and water, and they have some petrol here. It's open at this intersection. A lot of times it's that simple, folks. There's no sense of making it hard. This intersection, you tweet it out. Petrol, fuel, power, on generator. You can get, and there's a line down the road here. Okay, it's that simple. I've put a message out, boom. Okay, here they come from all sides. You just got to communicate with the people, right? If you have communication, you can tell them what's going on, you help the people. That's it. It's not hard. Thank you for support. Yeah, I'm not driving today. I heard you, Jamaica, loud and clear. I'm not knocking out your drive. You drive here, you can all pretty much qualify for the Indy 500. And everybody knows in America I have kind of a lead foot. But in Jamaica, you guys definitely could qualify for the Indy 500.
All right, let's go.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
We're moving. Here we go. Enough about me and me harping. We're southbound and down. Here we go. Okay. Which way we heading?
Going across there.
Okay, this is the road. Okay, and what road is this we're taking? I need to get my map out here.
It's the Gutters main road.
It's the main road south here.
Gutters.
Cutter's main road? Is
Gutters,
that
gutters.
Gutters.
Just like a gutter.
Yeah, gutter. Yeah, there it is. That's the name of it. That's right. You're right. It's Gutters Main Road. That's the road we're on. Gutters Main Road. That's what we're heading southbound on, guys. Gutters Main Road. Thanks for the correction. See, you got people on foot. You got people carrying bags. Guys, this is all over Jamaica, right? It's not just here. Right in my immediate vicinity. I gotta make sure I got power back onto the other asset here. Fine, everything's good. Yeah, I know, guys, I promise you we're going to try to get into Westmoreland too. I know it's super devastated. I don't have zero information on injuries or anything, or any fatalities in there, but I can tell you from aerial views, it may be some of the worst, more extreme aerial views I've seen. That whole area is bad, right? It's not like this area is worse than this area. Is where the eye tracks, either side of the eye, it's all bad. There's too many dynamics with aerodynamics up the faces of these terrains and mountains, and which way it faced, and elevation your house was at, and was your house that have a hip roof on it? Was it a gable? Was it just a metal flat roof and it tore off easily? I don't, every house, every situation is going to be 100% different. I know, guys, we've had hundreds of requests about Westmoreland. I know it's devastated. I cannot tell you what road it is. We're trying to get to Black River. How close are we going to be to Westmoreland?
About maybe like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Now, do we have to go through Westmoreland to get over to Black River?
No. We're going to have to get through Westmoreland to get to St. James, to get to Montego.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
What about Mountainside, the town of Mountainside?
Where?
Mountainside, but Westmoreland's up north there, right? It's up in the mountains, or it's up in the higher train going up to Montego Bay, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll try to make it there, guys.
So you got Westmoreland, then you got Hanover, Then you got St. James,
St. James, right?
which is Montego Bay is in
Right,
is
right.
in the parish
So we
of
know.
St. James.
So yeah. So let's get over here first, and maybe we will try. Well, I can't make any promises, guys. It's just I don't know about the road and infrastructure to get there, right? And the problem is, we know we got fuel here, but as you go west here, there's no power. It's the chances of something even being open is probably slim and none west of here. Almost guarantee there's nothing open. I'll be shocked there's anything open west of here. It has petrol, even on a generator. But we'll find out. I have no idea what's going to be around the next corner. So I have no idea at all, perception-wise, what we're going to encounter going west here. We really appreciate your support. And I'll say it again, every dollar we raise on the channel, YouTube gets our cut. We'll take 100% of the proceeds, and you'll see, we'll put a report out what was raised each day, and you'll see us write the check. And going back to the Jamaican charities here, we did that with Joplin. We're very transparent. We don't take a 10 or 20% override off of it for administrative. We don't play those games. Whatever the number is, that's what we cut the check for. We're very open and honest about that. We're probably the most honest, open, probably than anybody out there in the industry. I'll make that claim. I can say that because I know that to be a fact. You see the roads. You see, look at this. We come around a bend, boom, we got a tree down. It's just, guys, these are the kind of things. Luckily, we can pass it, right?
We got power line, we got trees, we got everything. Though.
We got trees, power lines, roads missing, gullies, overwash, mountain landslides all over that. This is what's crazy. We're having difficulty just in the very lightly damaged area to get to where we need to get to. I can't even describe what we're going to encounter going west, right? It's like you can't believe the amount of problems. I know this next request is going to sound, I don't know how to describe this to you back in America, anybody around the world. How is it? I need to tell them about the tower situation here and like portable generators for cars and Fix-A-Flat. We need tens of thousands of bottles of Fix-A-Flat. People that on the roads here, if you can see as I'm driving here, the amount of potholes and stuff, there's hundreds of thousands of potholes in the roads across Jamaica, and it's common every day. Thousands of people have punctured tires, busted rims. This is an ongoing problem, and now we escalate that to a humanitarian crisis going on right now, and we need tire repair kits. You plug tires with tires themselves and rims for all kinds of make and models, and I know that's a Hercules tax. We need those kind of basic things because people are breaking down all over the country, and I won't get into it right now, but I had 2 tires go bad on my vehicle, and so I have no spares, right? And that's the situation. I mean, people wonder why I'm not out driving around everywhere. That's my situation. I have no spares, and the roads are. This is the road condition over a lot of Jamaica on these back roads, on these side roads, right? And you damage your car and you damage your tires and stuff. So now we're in a situation where you've got hundreds of thousands of people who are in the same boat, and people have flats and nails in the tires, and they have busted tires because of holes in the road. This is a problem we're facing here. And so it's not like get point A, point B. You just drive and we're fine. You got nice blacktop asphalt roads in America. That's not the case here. About far stretch from it. Matter of fact, I'd say they probably have some of the more challenging roads infrastructure I've ever been in anywhere in my life, and I think I can freely say that and be honest about it. This is what you do, and this is before we get debris and roads missing and bridges out, right? And we have all that, and this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be going through. Wow. So
that's where the Lovers Leap.
Yeah, now we're going to Lovers Leap now, back the same way we came. There's people on the side of the road, right?
Looking for rides.
They're waiting for rides to go into town or back another direction, right? This is how they do it here, right? They set at intersections to wait for the next situation. You got to watch for vehicles. We got to slow down because we've got debris on the road, and here comes a car. Yep. And so these are the things. And Jermaine is behind us. I'll turn the camera the other way. So you got cars that are speeding, and then at the same time we had about a 3 foot pothole in front of us, and he had to hit the brakes hard. get around the pothole as a car was blasting by us. And this, guys, this is everyday driving here, right? This is what they do. It's get accustomed to it, right?
Jamaican believe in speeds.
You heard it from him, not from me. He says Jamaica believes in speeds.
Yeah.
That's what he said. We're going to take South Path here, and this is what you look at this. So, yeah. So you got to zig in and out. Yep. See this situation here? Cars flying around the corner. We're blind, and we got a tree right in front of us. We can't move. Like here comes and this. And what happens is this is the kind of stuff that, yeah, Garfield is really good. I'm gonna bring Garfield comes to the States quite a bit for his electrical work, and I highly recommend reaching out to Garfield if you need any kind of electrical work. And we're gonna get he's gonna get started in some additional activities here on the island. And but Garfield's an awesome person, great electrician too. Man, his pad is it's nice. It's kicked up a notch. Wouldn't you say that? Is that how you say that in Jamaica?
Yeah, you turn up a notch.
What'd you do?
We turn it up a notch.
Yeah, you carried it up a notch. That's an understatement.
Turn
Yes.
it up. Turn it
up a notch. Yes, he did. There's another place available. It looks like okay. We're in how you pronounce it? Nayan? What's the name of that town right here? Rand.
Nayan.
Nain. There's a gas station open. It's like somebody's pumping fuel at 9. They're probably on emergency power. At 9, they're emergency power. A station with one pump's on. See this guy in front of me at the intersection? The guy in the corner is signaling to the other drivers what to do. So all the Jamaicans help each other. When they come to the intersection, they need to know if it's safe to cross. And they have this communication here where, see, somebody just walks up and they handshake right at the corner, right? Good morning, that type of deal. Yeah. So this is the Jamaican way, right?
Yeah,
if you get too much wind noise, let me know on the live stream. Yeah. At Garfield Company, yeah, Garfield's awesome. Garfield's the driver. This is Jamaica. I'm letting a Jamaican drive in Jamaica, right?
Yeah,
he knows
leave it driving to us.
Yeah, he's one of the feedbacks I heard from the local Jamaicans online on the Twitter feed and live feed yesterday is, why is this American driving in Jamaica? We need a Jamaican driving in Jamaica. And
that's true.
Faster. They want Jeff to go way faster, right? Jeff's been very cautious because Jeff had 2 blowouts. So we changed it up, went to a different vehicle, and we've let
Garfield.
Yeah, drive today. Working out much better. There we go. I felt fairly confident we're going to get into the worst areas, and after we get through Black River, we'll try to get up to Westmoreland. I know that's another gargantuan problem area, right? Devastated area. If you look on the camera, we can't even get to these places off to the right there. You got these ridge lines with hundreds of homes and businesses up there on the side of the mountains. These ridge lines, and again, just think about each individual road in order to get to those houses. Guys, this is a. You could probably have 10,000 people on the ground here with trucks and trucks and helicopters, and not have enough people to get to all the areas that are affected. It's overwhelming, right? The road, the infrastructure, places to get here. We'll keep hearing me saying that because that's what we're dealing with here. This is the kind of things we're dealing with. Right now, it's too bad that a lot of the roads have been cut open. I got a roof building next to me on the left here. The roof's gone, or looks like it's partially under construction. There's more and more roofs gone as you go south here, closer to the coast, which is to be expected. And as soon as we start cutting west, people, the damage is going to increase dramatically. Just every kilometer west, it's going to go up rapidly. The scope and the magnitude of the damage will be very intense as we go west. As we start cutting back west, we're dropping straight south now. Right here, we're about 17, no, take that back. We're 20 miles east of the eastern eye wall at this location. Yeah, because in Santa Cruz I was 15, so we're about 20 miles. About 20 miles, or there, maybe closer to 20 kilometers east of the. So the damage here is going to be more like it's going to be like Cat 1 damage, occasional, roof off, occasional telephone pole snap, trees, snapped. We're approaching Junction from the northeast now, and you got people walking down the road here. Let's see here. Good morning. So that's what's going on. Live on YouTube now. You see we're climbing an elevation now. Coming in on the north side of Junction. This is the road we took coming back 12 hours before the hurricane hit.
Yeah, when we pick up you remember when we pick up the stuff from the guy?
Yes.
This is where we came.
Yes. That big hole right there. They said they called them directly and that they know about the injured person. Go to Westmoreland and George Hill. Please, good morning. Please go to Westmoreland. Everybody's begging us to go to Westmoreland because I know it's devastated.
Yeah, we're going to see if we make it here.
We'll see if we can make it there,
yeah,
guys. We
no.
go to this other area first, and then we'll do everything we can. As you see, guys, as we're driving here, every mile it's like.
People, you gotta understand that we get cut off.
Right, we get cut off.
We get cut off from the other cities. We can't even enter.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Now, the people are very. You're right. Jamaicans in Jamaica they are very strong-willed people. They're very strong. They got incredible faith, and they're very humble people, very passionate, and they're very caring people. Despite what people's heard on the, about coming to Jamaica, it's actually a very great. It's a great country with a lot of unique culture, a lot of things I think the majority of people around the world would find very interesting. And the way you support Jamaica, not only now but in the future, is take a vacation. You Montego Bay, go to the areas where the resorts are. Of course, it's got damaged really heavily. Take they'll build back, and that's how you support Jamaica. Come here. I can validate. And I'll say it again.
How you support Jamaica? When you guys come down here, just go out in the local.
Right.
So
the locals support the local
support
people.
The local. That's
right.
it.
Go out in the country. What's this tanker? Oh, the road. Look at that. See, this is the kind of stuff. That was he's got petrol, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you got 10,000 gallons of petrol coming at you at about 20 miles an hour because he can't stay on his road because he's got debris. Yeah. You see what we're going through, guys. This is not. This is not for the what's the word I want to use? Weak. The people
right.
that don't like. Vehicles coming at you at
right.
30 miles an hour, every 20 feet head on, around blind
yep.
curves with the debris on the road. That's what we've got. Okay, this is what we've got, and it's but it is what it is, and it's but the locals know how to handle that, and they're doing excellent job. Probably once I get back, I'll tell you. It's not about what happened to me, but I'll tell you that story later. I had a miracle happen 12 hours before landfall after dark. with 2 blown tires. We'll talk about that story at another time. It's absolutely unbelievable what happened. And I do mean it was a miracle. And I mean truly a miracle. Just I'm telling you, the people here go beyond the call of duty of what an average American would do to survive and to get by with. These people here are so resilient. They really are a different league than the average person that I've ever encountered. Okay.
So this is Junction.
This is town in Junction. We're in Junction now.
Yeah. And look like we got a gas station.
Texaco in Junction's open, pumping fuel. Looks like the market across the street open, doing groceries. There's the store there, and Texaco's there. It's open. Looks like they're probably on generator. There's more and more resources, so we're getting closer to the super bad areas. So I feel very confident we're going to get into the really bad areas today. I know we are. Let me estimate a time here. So our next town we're heading toward is going to be Top Hill, and then it depends on which way we end up going from there. Southfield, Lover's Leap, general area. We take a bend around Lover's Leap, then we go to Southfield, and then we'll figure it out from there. I think Peter Cross is what I think the Prime Minister said, Transportation Minister said that the road was open into, on up to Black River. Watchville and Berry Hill, maybe that direction, Mountainside. We'll figure it out. The locals will tell us as we continue along this journey. Appreciate everybody's support. Like and subscribe our streams. As far as I know, you guys can tell us on X and YouTube. I think we're the only real-time coverage of what's going on live via Starlink. I give all the kudos to Starlink because, man, they have knocked it out of the ballpark. They always do, right? Their team. I actually personally have friends that work at Starlink that on some of our tornado projects. So anyway, it's awesome piece of technology, the phased array technology. Not too far different from the radars, but phased array. Here's a pronounce it?
Yardman.
Yardman. Gas station is open here in Junction. Yardman is open.
That's a Jamaican. That's a Jamaican owned.
That's a Jamaican old company owned.
Yeah.
Yes, owned petrol company. Right. Yes, I've heard of their local. So I got some shopping centers open here. Probably emergency power is what I'm guessing. Not everything's on, but all the stores are open and people are standing at the front door. So
now this road leads us straight to Black River.
This road leads us to Black River now. So we're going to start getting into a really, and I don't know what we're going to find, guys. The debris, maybe not necessarily the road, but next to the road, by the road, where they cut past, it's going to start ramping up dramatically as we go west now. We're at the bottom of the curve here. Let me kind of show you what we're at. I'm going to show them on the map here. So if no matter where you're following around the world, you can see what we're doing here and what's happening here. You can kind of follow along with us. Grab this. So gonna be a reflection here. So basically we're down here in Junction. We're in the southwest part over the hurricane main landfall back to our west here, right? Try to hold this. It's so bumpy. And there's Junction right here, and we're making our way back west here, southwest. It's a hard stop, very hard stop. Whoa. Yep, it's just the road's blocked ahead. So there's Treasure Beach. Santa Cruz is up there. We're making this way here, and we're gonna try to come back up this way, and then eventually get on up here to Black River. And there's just a lot of towns up in this area, right? So Black River right here. Main Garfield was in Black River. 12 hours. We didn't get out there, Garfield, what time was it? About 4 to 5 o'clock. It was right before dark because it was coming back over here at Lover's Leap, which was dark and the wind was blowing. The outer squalls, the 60 plus, was already at Lover's Leap. Because we have video from us there where we actually, the winds, we actually had trees right here on this road between us and Lover's Leap. We actually had we had limbs coming down and debris on the road coming out of the first outer band. Hurricane Melissa was on this road. We were on this road literally 12 hours before landfall. We were filming this whole path, including we've got a lot of footage. We have extensive footage of Black River, the town, the city, the big, a lot of the buildings got destroyed. We did a 360 camera view of it. We documented everything before it was gone, and 12 to 14 hours later. We have documentation of before and after. We'll be putting that together the coming weeks, before and after of the journey, right? So that's the area we're heading to first, and this whole area here is going to be bad. But we know the area up north is extremely bad. We're going to try to get there.
Yeah, we're going to get in there somewhere.
We're going to get there. It's just it's slow, and sometimes stop and go, and then sometimes you got to, get there, and we'll find out. My family in Top Hill, almost there. Please let us know if you see them. Oh, in Top Hill, the town of Top Hill. I got it. I'll give you an update from Top Hill. I'm encouraged on what we're seeing at this point. Now the trees, the trees are starting to, the trees, I'm starting to get, I'll let you focus on the road. I've got big trees starting to get uprooted here on the right. The big tall trees. The damage is increasing. We're getting more and more debris, more and more damage. Trees on the road that have been cut out. There's people in the fields, local farmers and people, and they're cutting some of the palms back and the debris. These are, you can see sheet metal that was on the road probably yesterday, and people are starting to clear it. But as we go west here, the damage is going to skyrocket. Right? You see children, babies and young children sitting on front porches, and they're just staring, kind of a blank stare. Everybody here, I can honestly say, for a lot of the Jamaicans, whether you're directly got impacted, your house got impacted directly, or your business, all the Jamaicans here are in shell shock. I can't tell you. Hell, I'm in shell shock. This thing was it was crazy bad here, and just lots of different ways. I can't go into all the different problems right now, but it was bad. It wasn't your normal hurricane. It wasn't just your big bad, Cat 5 hurricane. It was Cat 5 plus, but in a lot of different ways to explain. It's just hard to describe it. And as we go in elevation, we get closer, we're finding more and more damage. And you got people cutting. I can smell people burning trash. Lots of limbs broke on. I got whole roofs ripped off to my right on the side of the hill there. If the roofs face, let's say, the southeast, because when the hurricane passed, at least up at Santa Cruz, when the hurricane passed, it got big homes up on the ridge line. Some of them have damage, some of them don't. If they're newer built, probably higher standards, hurricane clips, substantial. But a lot of this has to do with, you may have one house, let's see, somebody's got plastic, and there's people on the roof right over on the side of the hill, putting tarps down, plastic on top of the roof. A lot of people immediately afterwards, they literally grab the metal that got ripped off, go get the metal out of the field, and they literally go put the metal back on the roof that just got ripped off from yesterday's hurricane, right? It's like they're bringing their pieces back and putting them back on their houses, right? Except these people just need a little help. They're not asking for a handout. I think all nations need to help Jamaica. It's help them get back on the road. To recovery. First, right now, we're in search and rescue. Let's save people. Let's get the people out that are injured. That's the number one priority. Yeah. I like donating. If you're going to donate money, I like the local organizations, people, the smaller organizations, boots on the ground here, the charities on the ground, Feed the World. You've got several organizations here. They've got groups that are coming in to help. I said, as we go west here, guys, there's more and more debris, more and more damage. We've had water walk slides in the area. You can see there's rocks, a lot of rocks on the road. We're literally on this road. I remember this whole curve and everything. It's all flashback to me. Because when we come through here, the wind was 60 plus when we're going through and driving blind in rain. And matter of fact, we had water running down this road right here so fast at about 5:30 the night before, even before. I was getting so concerned with the water. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope we don't get stuck here before we even get back. And that was just the beginning of the storm, right? I mean, the water was, there'll be research done. I'm estimating, nothing validated right now on rain gauges or rain rates. Well, satellite that can do analysis. I'm guessing the rain rates at times, as the hurricane was approaching us, the rain rates were exceeding probably, I have to convert it over to millimeters, but 5 inches an hour rain rates. It was, because we're in the tropics, it was some of the most intense rain rates. Now we got telephone pole tile. Here's the damage. See how it escalates? We went from nothing to damage, and it starts escalating that fast, right? Look at that. We got power lines. Go to the left. Go to the left. So I'm gonna quit worrying about commentary. And now we're in Top Hill. We're just past Top Hill. I'm on the road on the west side of Top Hill. So the damage starts in the Top Hill area. On the ridge line up there, I've got some homes with roofs off on the north side of Kink Junction Main Road. So the damage increases as we go west here. Getting curved northwest. Let's bend. Don't realize that there's been a lot of trees damaged on the side of the road that have been dumped and pushed over. We're climbing an elevation here. It's a very steep climb. You have to realize you got debris, potholes. I've got roofs over on my left. There have been some sheet metal. Matter of fact, that whole intersection was wrapped in sheet metal. Damage just continues to increase. Roofs off over buildings here. The roofs are all off over here. Just everywhere you look, I've got more and more damage as we go west here. Wind is blown out, boarding's built up. Because when glass got blown out. So as you get on these hilltops, guys, everything's gone. Roof's gone, roof gone, roof gone, roof's gone, roof's gone. Yep. Whether it's sheet metal or heavy built. Some of these roofs have concrete roofs. Great idea. And heavy prone damaged areas, right? But again, a lot of it depends on where your house is facing. I see a bunch of tarps over there. These are the roads. It's very windy. Looks like is they open? They pumping. I don't see fuel. I see this. Well, looks like one pump's open here, and this is on the west side. What town is this? This is let's see, one pump. What do you call this town here? This intersection here. Yeah, it's just northeast of Southfield. At this intersection right here, looks like they got one gas pump on. It's called Bent's Guest House. It's an intersection of the main road here and the road here. It's like unbelievable. God, this is like driving the Outback. Malvin to Southfield Road intersection. Okay, right here, right there is where the gas station is. Looks like they have one pump on, probably one generator pump. The road, lots of debris on the left. People have been cleaned up. Lots of debris in houses here. Their generator's running on a little bit of ridge line here. Now there's some better built homes up here as well. Okay, it's give credit where credit's due. I remember passing this house, I saw the roof, and I said, "Hey, I think that thing really well built. It is, right? The roof is intact. It's probably hurricane clips. There's houses in here in construction. You got concrete roofs. They put the hurricane clips on. They bolt them to the outside wall, so you have a center block with concrete. You got steel I-beams. You got steel, like number 5, number 6, 4 coming out of the corner post. They go up over the rafters, the corner joist rafters, and then those are plated and bolted down to the I-beams going to the floor. That roof's missing. I got a metal roof over here. It's been torn off on the ridge line that's facing north. That probably what happened is probably the south side that faces north. So when it's whipped around to the southeast, we went from an east wind to a south wind. That's when the roofs got peeled off. Because once the air gets on one side, another big roof off. It looks like a church here on the east side. That church is missing a big roof on the east side. The damage, got lots of debris on the road. So as we go west here, guys, the damage escalates quickly. The hillsides have been shredded here. The damage is increasing rapidly now as we come west here. It's rising. Trees are down. Big trees are down. on both sides of the road, the damage is increasing rapidly. I got steel, got some concrete stuff there, got poles bent over, telephone poles, few broke, few down, power lines down in front of us. There's a local supermarket. We're on the west road. Now I'm in Southfield. This is Southfield. We're on the east side of Southfield. If you're local here, you know this area. Got somebody recording video. The doors, the gate's been blown over. Right, they got a store up there. They're on generator, like another generator running. That store's open for the locals for food and water and juice. Right, so it's all about local. This looks like they're open. Don't know if they have food or water. Looks like food and water, maybe no gas. I've got animals running down around. Right, so this looks like a big center here where everybody's the surrounding area is collecting here, and people are gathering in town trying to find food and water and help. Right, and it's the locals coming here and telling what's happening in the countryside and exchanging stories and helping each other. There's people cleaning up, sweeping the alley between buildings.
That's ocean way in front of you. See the ocean?
Yeah, that's the ocean in front of us. That's over by Lover's Leap, excuse me. Thinking one in Dallas.
The coastline.
Yeah, the coastline. The coastline's just right here. The air float up, and another supermarket that looks like it's open. It's open. I see alcohol, and I see other things there. Wow. More metal roofs, and a lot of this, again, there's a metal roof laying on the ground behind the house. The main roof's intact, but a neighbor's roof is intact, landing behind another guy's house here. Just we passed it. There's so much to see and so much to film, guys. It's like both sides of the road, all the same. Let's slow down here around this corner. A lot of damage. Got roofs off here. Got sheet metal roofs off. It's just again, we're not into the bad area, but you see how it went from like no damage, and then as you go west, it's like the hurricane. You have these gradation of winds and gradation of as you go to the epicenter, to the center of where the made landfall. That's the damage is going to continue to escalate. We're going to go from the tree and the small sheet metal, and as we get closer to the Black River area, and even west of there, where the super winds were at 200 at land, 198, 200 miles an hour at landfall at the surface over there. West of Black River, the winds were actually even stronger. One of the things I'm going to do, Garfield, don't let me forget to take a storm surge. I need to take a storm surge measurement on the south shore at Black River. It's really critical. I got to do. I need to know the height there of the storm surge. I think it was in excess of 10 feet. I think it could be as high as 20 feet. I can't confirm that yet, but my gut is in excess of 10 feet.
The wind was gusting back there at 241 miles per hour.
On what report?
On
the NOAA drop zone.
Yeah, it was 241 miles.
But
per hour
that was at about 1,000 feet.
And 198.
Yeah, 1,000 feet. They were at 240. Yeah, 2,000 feet. Yeah. So more lines are down as we come in here. So again, guys, I'm sorry about the shaky video. I'll get you on the front mount, but it's going to be just as bad as that. The roads are extremely bumpy, right? Yeah. Okay, we left Southfield. Now we're going southwestward toward Seaview. It's like Seaview, the town of Seaview.
Yeah, because the reason why it's called Seaview, you could see the ocean from here.
Oh, you see the ocean from here. Right. There's the ocean right in front of us, guys. There's the ocean. This is what me and Garfield was looking at the other day up here at Lover's Leap. There's a whole story behind that. It's a pretty incredible story. I tweeted that image out from Lover's Leap. Matter of fact, we went into, what was the name of the building there? It's where, it's the, what are the name of the buildings? We went into that building. That was, that Hurricane Beryl took the roof off. We were in that building when the first wind hit Lover's Leap on this hurricane, Melissa. We were in the building, Lover's Leap, right on the water here with gust over 60. We had limbs breaking on us. Matter of fact, huh?
We were have to run away from over there.
Right, we had to run away, right, from here over there because we thought we were going to get stuck. I'm telling you, with 60 plus mile an hour winds here at about 5 o'clock on the day before the main landfall.
On Monday.
On Monday, right. There's been so many days passing. All my days are blurred right now of what day was where we were at because there's just everything's meshed together. So anyway, that's yeah, we barely made it out of here the evening before, 12 hours for landfall. We barely made it out of here. guess we made it. That was that morning. We came over here. It was about 5 o'clock. We're right here. Let me show you the ocean a little bit. You can see a little bit off, totally different than we saw. But look how beautiful the blue is. Isn't that beautiful? And that absolutely gorgeous. But you see how it climbs over here to the east. You got the water, and you rapidly go up in elevation, right? And I have an app. I can't do it right now. It's on the phone I'm using, but it's called Elevation Finder, and it changes dramatically as you change, right? Sorry, guys, about the bouncy video. It's just the roads here are they're atrocious, just crazy, right? It's just yeah. And how many miles and kilometers are we driving? We're driving like 20 miles an hour, 25.
We're driving 35.
35 miles an hour.
No, 35 kilometers.
30 kilometers an hour, right?
25 miles per hour.
About 25 miles an hour.
I think this is Southfield.
Huh?
I think this is Southfield.
Yeah. Gosh, got so many. What's going on with my iPad? To reboot. So we had a landslide, what do you call it, overwashed landslide. You got rocks and water coming down it got it out to my right there. It got it out the side of the people's yard and the house, and down about a foot and a half, and all that water rock come to the road. And this is, like I say, guys, we're not even close to the disaster. It's just, yeah. This is why it takes so much time. That's why I've been talking about air assets. Look what we're having to do just to go 20 miles. Could you imagine trying to evac tens of thousands of people on these kind of roads? And you got to have buses. You're going to haul one at a time out. Look at this damage here. It's the damage is getting more and more, right? So I need to. At some point, we need to. I'll wait till we get on over there. But yeah, we need to get this booted back up again. The damage is getting more severe. Exposed to the water. Yep. Yeah, these roads. You can stop if you need to. All the guys jump behind us.
Yeah, it's in behind us.
Okay.
View, man.
This roof to my left here is totally gone.
That's an awesome view.
Yeah, this view over here. I'll try to hold it for you guys. Just slow down. I'm trying to, guys. It's not the sky. That's the ocean off this cliff here. This ridge line. This guy's putting sheet down, but he's missing some shingles. You see what's going on here? I got sheet metal missing. It's just. A lot of it depends on which way your house is facing. What did the airlift do? What did the water do? These are the roads. See the roads conditions, guys. There's things missing. You got crumbled road asphalt because of the undermining. This is everywhere, and it's like every 20 feet, you don't know if the road's gone, if it's there. Is it a 3-foot hole? And if you guess wrong, because you didn't take the time to stop, or you couldn't see it because it's filled full of water. Sorry about that. It's you're in trouble. You're done. There's the ocean, guys. Right there's the water. There's the ocean. Yep. Yeah, it's dropped dead gorgeous here, guys. Unfortunately, I chance to spend any time on Montego Bay when I landed. It was full throttle. Get out of there. Get east. Get over to Kingston. Get over the new pass area, the new turnpike, and that's exactly what I did. More and more roofs are ripped off here. Go east again. This is again. I'd call this light damage to moderate damage. We will go into the heavy to catastrophic damage as we make our way northwest here. What made landfall? It will only intensify. And again, a lot of this has to do. Do we have towers down here? Let me look at the tower. Looks like that tower. So there's a tower there. So that for your steel tower people back in the States. you got. So what happened is, that was a very interesting shot there. So the what we call the outriggers at the bottom of the tower, which catches debris in case you have debris from the main tower fall below, so you don't damage your main tower infrastructure below your communications center. Those all four broke off the tower because the debris from above fell down, and instead of crushing the building, your communications. Look at this. Oh, stop! I know. Just a minute. I'm gonna get a picture. Stop! you're mega fast, everybody. Yeah, I know. Got deal. So anyway, you see what I'm talking about? You come around a corner, boom, and we got telephone pole right in our face, right? But this is the road to get there. Wow. Yep. Oh, more. Yep. I'm trying to grab pictures while we're doing this. Okay. Good. Just keep going. I'm gonna get ready on my side. I'm unready. There's so much stuff to shoot. Look. Okay, slow down. We got a hole. The road's gone. The road's gone on the side of me here. Oh! You're going in the hole, buddy. You gotta go right. There's another big rock up here. You gotta go right. Stop. Let this guy go. Because you got a hole right in front of us. We're gonna go in the hole. And there's a rock that's about 12 inch rock. Sorry. Let this guy pass. Then we'll go to the right. Now, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about, guys. Let me take the camera. The road's gone. It's buckled. There's a hole in the road. It's been undermined. Look, it's all buckled. Wow. Okay. Wow. Look at that. See, the road's gone. It's undermined on both sides. It's literally. It's buckling. It's almost, I'll call it quicksand, but the road has been undermined. The water flow is so intense through here. The road's like it's like caving in, right? It's the only way to describe it. So we come here, and there's a rock slide, or rock slide. There's a ditch filled with debris from fast flowing water coming off the mountainsides with people's houses and debris carrying down these what do you call these little lagoons? What do you call them here on Jamaica? Technically, the water washes off from the mountains. You got streams, but they're not rivers. They're just little wash-off areas, right?
Yeah, it's a stream.
Yeah, little streams, right? So this is nonstop here, guys. It's just no, guys. I've only had a little coffee. When I see we're going to go in a hole, and right in front of us the road is gone, and you're driving into the road, the asphalt has like disappeared. Yeah, it's full throttle stop. Roasts are gone. There's people assessing damage. Let's stop. The road's gone again in front of us. Stop. I got shoot. Stop. You can explain this. What is this? What is this? All these trees. What is this? What happened here?
I have no idea. Those are
damage. You got people. See, the trees are uprooted bigger and bigger. You got people assessing their damage. The roof's off back here. That's a 3-foot diameter tree, about 50 foot high. Oh my gosh! Look at big hole. Watch! Don't come over. Oh, to the right, guys. Look. You just drive, and then the road's gone again. Right? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm trying to make sure we're all okay. Sorry for getting excited. It's like it's like every corner. It's like another canyon, or the road's gone, or we're just guys. So can you imagine 800 miles to 1,000 miles of this, and and the road is totally gone here, totally gone. Stop. I'm gonna take a picture. Stop. Okay, this is going to be a major problem. Let me get out. I'll go ahead and let me get in direct you. I'm in direct you. I know, folks. I know. I'm gonna get out and direct. Puts his coffee down. I don't know. He's coming around the truck. Gotcha.
Give us a minute.
Huh?
We're taking a bathroom break.
What now?
We're taking a bathroom break. Give us a minute.
I know. I got you. Let me.
We gotta move from here though. We can't block here. We gotta go around there.
I know. I'm gonna get out. Yeah, and let these cars get by, and then I'm gonna get out and make sure on his tire. Yep. So this is what happens when. No, I can't. The door is next to me. I can't. I'm gonna hit his door. Hang on to this. Yep. I'll address. He's looking at his front bumper. You're high, but he's low. We gotta go way right.
You gotta go way wide.
We got way right, buddy. Way right. And we'll let these guys get by. Come on. You're good. Come on. See the road's gone here. See on the side of these hills and cliffs. So the roads are gone. And that's the same. So he's trying to get his car through. So you have to be very careful. This is why we need. This is why you need air assets to bring in heavy equipment for these remote villages, so you can fill in these roads here, right? So you can get dirt and gravel and plow back over, right? So I'm gonna bring him over here and keep him over on the right. See, people broke off their bumpers here. Okay, way over. Come over more. You can go that. You're good now. Come on. You're good. Slow. Go slow. Go that way. Go to the. Yep. Go that. Nope. The other way. Slow. Come on. You're good. Come on. Okay, that way. That way. Yep. Over. Come on. You're good. Okay, I'm coming back in the car. Hang on my coffee. Let me get that out of here. Okay. All right. Road's gone here. Washed out. You see any bathroom break or something?
They should have do. They should have.
I know.
We stopped long time ago. He's coming.
No, I know. It's good.
Coming.
Guys, I'm not. It's just what I told you before. We have no idea what we're going to find in about every whatever miles. It's like there's something different around every corner. Would you say that? Would you say that? There's something different around every corner that we're finding, right? Garfield.
Yeah. Every time we drive around a corner or somewhere, it's something different. Something.
Yeah. Something totally different every time, every second. Yeah. If you had a normal asphalt road from your house, if we could drove straight through, what would take us 20 minutes?
Yeah.
On a normal, the roads will pave again, poles down, and I need my iPad back and tell you where we're at. Again, if the power turns on and those things, people surge into those areas, and this Texaco, and this location is also on now and getting food and water. Okay. I'm getting in trouble online on social. They're saying I'm pushing your button too hard.
Huh?
Okay, I'm pushing your button too hard. They're saying I need to back off from you. Okay, I got a Caterpillar dozer here. I'm trying to think what. Okay, so we got a front end loader. This is what's happening here. So the road is gone there. So what he's doing is the debris in this location. He's pushing the debris out of the road and probably also filling up where the road is disappeared, right? So we're stopping for that. Tell you where we're at here exactly. Getting the Google Maps back up. There it is. Looks like Google found me. We're right here. We're at Pedro Cross. Is that how you said it? Pedro Cross? That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Pedro Cross. This is where we're at, guys, at this location. Pedro Cross, where 4 main intersections come together here. This is a major thoroughfare through this area. And we do have at least one big truck. We've got the locals out directing traffic, which is what we do. What we do. And it's this is what's he telling you? Why are you going that way? Why? What are we doing? There's a huge hole right here.
We gotta wait on these vehicles and then we go over there.
Why? Why aren't we going this other way?
We're going that way.
Why?
We're not supposed to be going that way. We're going Black River, right?
Yeah, but there's a road that goes right there to Black River. You're going way over here and then back around. There's a road that goes to Black River too.
That's it. Yo!
Hey, does this road open? Is this road open to Newell? It's open?
To Black River.
To Black River. To Black River? I go this way to Black River, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go, but you can just wait till this.
This is easy, I'm telling you.
Easier. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
As soon as this.
It's all good.
Pass, you're good.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we're good. This is what
No!
you. No, we're good.
Hold on, let them not come up, man.
This is.
No, man, let them come
Hey,
up.
this is a guys. This just you know, in all fairness, this is normal here. Okay, this is normal. No, guys, we're in a split way. What we do, we go to intersections. We go. This is normal here. So they talk. This is normal. There's nobody fighting. Is you got multiple people directing, and there's people directing how to get through, which roads are open. So it's very animated. But this is kind of the culture of the intersection. So the guy here, he's like the commander of the intersection. He tells us what to do. No, don't use that word here. And so these guys are telling.
That don't make sense, brother. That don't make sense to them block the road. They don't block the road for.
Can we go? He's gonna go. Let's go. So what I do is there's a thing that people understand. Okay. We're pulling over.
Yeah, we're good. I'm going. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. Okay. Yeah. Garfield's got everything under control. He's just this is normal in this situation, right? I say normal. The tensions are obviously higher than normal, right? But this is observed this before the hurricane. It's not unusual. This is the culture. They're very at the intersections times. A lot of roads missing up ahead of us. It's pavement missing, water undercurrent, overcurrent. Took the pavement off, so now we got pavement missing on sections of road. Oh, man. I feel like I've been on the, what's the biggest, can anybody on X tell me the biggest roller coaster in the world? If they can Google search that and find and tell me. I think I'm gonna go try it out, and I'm gonna compare our adventure to the biggest roller coaster in the world. I think both of us need to go find out where it's at in the world. We're gonna find how to get there, right? And we're gonna say, we're going to compare our adventure here to the biggest roller coaster in the world and see if they compare, how that compares. I really want to know, right? Is this, I don't think there's anything like this, right? It's like, Garfield has got the biggest smile. He knows it's a serious situation with both of them. We're trying to make, you got to have a little laughter in this total insanity situation. And it is insanity, folks. You're watching it live, unfold real time. It's insanity. But I will say Garfield's very assertive when it comes to intersections, and he's a great local, and he's very diplomatic about things as well. I've seen him in very engaging conversations about different subjects, and they always come to a compromise, and both parties walk away and feel like they both won. That's probably the best way to describe what you said. It's fair, Garfield. They have a very lively debate about certain things, whatever that needs to be discussed at that moment, with whatever the situation might be, and both parties kind of plead their case why they think they're right in a roundabout way, and then they both say, okay, I'll let you do this, and if I do that, and that's how you come to agreement. It's as you communicate, and a lot of times you saw the intersection is kind of heated for about a minute or two, and there's like 14 people at the intersection telling what they thought they were right and why, and who has authority to move through and who doesn't, and it's interesting, right? And so you're in Kingston right now. Thank you. Yes, there's compromise. Correct. Everything in life is compromise, right? So here's a storage container that looks like it was tipped over from the wind. I'm sure. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, got sheet metal everywhere. I'm telling you guys, the more we go west here, the more challenging it's going to become. At this point, we're just in the warm-up phase. Hello, sir. We're just in the warm-up phase. We're not even to the challenged area yet. What you've seen so far is just the warm-up. We're kind of warming up before we're even to what would you call it, first quarter. Do you play soccer here?
Yeah, I used to when I was younger.
But the country, as far as what it's your football is really it's soccer, right? I mean,
we soccer in America, we call it football.
Football, right. So hopefully with this live stream, hopefully you guys understand the logistics of just trying to get from point A to point B is unbelievable, right? Another massive hole here. Look at this hole. It's like a crater. This is what I hit the other night with the rain had filled the pothole up, and I hit the pothole at about 45 miles an hour, and the pothole was about 3 feet deep. And when it hit, I thought it ripped the tires off the car, right? And that's the challenges we have in this area. Now we're hitting on, let's see what road this is called. This is, I can't even read it, we're bouncing so much. Fuller's Pedro Cross.
Pedro.
Pedro, yeah. Fuller's Pedro Crossroad heading northwest. The next town is going to be Newell and Newell High School, and the town of Newell and Watchman and the town of Success. We're heading northwest now. They have a lot of water runoff here because the amount of water, the roads are still real wet here. From the subbase hasn't dried yet. It's starting to dry, but not. So there's a lot of water that was through here. I mean, just the hour that we're in that first, huh? Which one? See, motorcade. Which one? They want to stop?
You already do your bathroom break? All right. No, we're good, man. How you moving at that road?
Are they okay? Yeah. They just let us know they're stopping. They're good, right? Okay, just southeast of Newell now, continue northwest. Then after Newell, we're going to be Watchwell and Success. I'm not sure which town we're going after that. There's 4 or 5 routes we could take. A lot of motorcycles. Yeah, Garfield's perception is incredible. He's got really good, he knows how to read. I'll say this about him, he may get embarrassed, and maybe I'm not wrong on this, but Garfield's got an extreme capability when he pulls up to an intersection, he approaches it, he's analyzing it, and he didn't tell me this, I'm just telling you what I'm, from my professional opinion, analyzing him while we have these situations, and he's analyzing how he's going to deal with the situation, and you know, who's right away first and second, third, and he's like, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and that's how I'm going to approach it. Okay, you see, we got a situation here where I've got road going to the right side, somewhat going on the left-hand side, and, well, this guy's telling us to come on. Okay, and then, yep, let's see what we're doing. And going down. Thank you. And the car next to me is traveling a 3-foot hole, going over a 3-foot hole with a car where the transmission would be is a 3-foot hole, and the tires are being, not us, but cars that are passing me are suspended in the air with tires on underneath them. The road is completely gone. Guys, this is the situation here that we're going through, right? So you can imagine about relief efforts. This is just one road, and we have hundreds and hundreds of miles like this to get to each community. And you're trying to evac and get people. That's what I'm telling you. Air assets is needed here by the hundreds of choppers, right? To bring supplies in and get people out. This is only one road. And look what we've had it gone through. And you're not doing it at a high rate of speed. You're crawling to get there. Crawling. Now the dirt bike ride, there's a lot of dirt bikes here. Coming to get water and gas and petrol in those vehicles and on bikes. Look how the roads are buckled. It looks like an earthquake. So that's another thing I was going to say about this hurricane in the roads and the crumbling, undermining of the roads. It's like in a roundabout way. It's like Jamaica had like an earthquake during the deal because the roads being torn up and torn apart and buckled and gone. It's like you had an earthquake. That one of the strongest hurricanes in history hit Jamaica. Landslides, an epic proportion, 300 to 900 millimeters of rain. It's like you have any one of those things on its own is a major problem, right? Catastrophe. You combine 4 of those catastrophes together in the same event. It's like I've never seen anything like it in my life, ever. And I'll tell you, anybody worldwide, this is at another level that I've never seen, and I've been through 60 major hurricanes and about over 1,000 tornadoes, and this is at a level that's a little bit different, for sure. Would you say that? Is that a good way to say that?
Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah. We continue our way northwest. We'll see what we find. Got more and more roasts off as we go northwest. Lots of power lines down, roasts off of different structures. The Joplin was a EF5, but it was a very concentrated, like about a 6-block area of winds over, 250, 300 miles an hour, right? So this wind's in here, these areas probably 125, 150-ish, 125, 150, probably Cat 3 damage in this area. But look at the road, look at all the undermining of the roads, they're gone. I go way right on this one because the undercarriage, yep. If anybody's got any questions, I know that we're going to try to make it as many places as possible. As you can tell, you have great ambitions, but you're always trying to temper them because just getting from point A to point B is extremely challenging. And again, we're not even in where the bad damage is yet.
All right, folks, we're heading towards Black River.
Now we're still heading to Black River, right? There's a gentleman carrying a ladder. Lots of trees down here. They're cutting everything down. They're trying to get their driveway. They're cutting a path to their driveway. This is what it is. It's Jamaicans helping Jamaicans. Jamaicans are cutting paths out of their yard. Then they move to the inner city. Then they move to the outer city, and they just load up in pickup trucks, cars, motorcycles. They carry their tools with them. They go to where the roads are blocked, and then they just get off their whatever they're driving and start cutting a path to help get out of the city. This is what's happening all over Jamaica, folks. It's unprecedented. The people, how do I say this? Try not to be, you got to respect the people. The people aren't waiting for the government to come like, hey, save me. They're taking it in their own hands and they're saving themselves. The Jamaican people are saving themselves here. It's that simple. That's what's happening at this point, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
In town of success is this exact location we're at. So far we are having success getting to this point, but it's been stressful and it's a hard road to handle up to this point. I mean,
but so far we're getting there.
No, we're getting there. We're going to make it. Team Blue Shed, Team We're gonna make it.
I think we're gonna get it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to read some of your deals. There's literally, to be honest with you folks, there's hundreds of comments a second coming in. There's so many, it's extremely hard to keep up. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the roads were like this before the hurricane. That's absolutely correct. I can validate that. Yes, they were. Very windy, hilly, lots of potholes. The hurricane do all this, right? Hurricane complicated with extra debris on the road, undermining the road, washing the roads away. It made a bad situation extremely bad, right? Let's be honest about that. Yep.
So, anybody, we're heading. Anybody on the live who's from Black River area, we're heading to the Black River area. So if you want us to reach out to your family member in Black River, I think we can possibly do that when we get there. So let us know if you got any loved ones in Black River, because we're gonna be in that area today.
There's a truck that stopped in front of us. About 6 people are loading up in the truck. It says people stop by, and it could be family members or just like, hey, I need a ride to this next town. Can you help us? And this is what's going on all over the place, right?
Now we're there. You have to go to Black River, right? Black River.
There's multiple roads here.
Can we go this way?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know where he went. Hang on. You can cut that way or the road left?
Yeah. It's the easiest way to Black River. Now we're here, right? Yeah. Yes, all right?
Yes.
All right. All right, thanks.
There's like 8 roads that go over there. I don't know which one's the least damaged. This hotel is sorry guys, this
At the church.
Excuse me, this church, the entire roof is gone. This beautiful church here is boarded up. The roof, it peeled off. It's gone. The whole roof on the east side is gone. These are the different houses in this area. Windows are blown out. Roofs are, laying on the street. This is near Success. Is that what is that? That's a veterinarian. He's got a vet. It's got to be a veterinarian, I'm assuming.
That's a little farm store.
It's a what store?
Little farm store.
Little farm store, okay, for the farm community. Yep.
Jeff, you could put my number out there if anybody, because I'm going to be in there. If anybody want to reach out, they can get me at that number.
Yeah, we'll tweet it out. We'll do a separate tweet. Yeah, but we'll tweet out his information, how to get a hold of him and his electrical work and solar work. Oh man, whoa! I need some driver mean. You guys online need some driver mean. You're a great driver, but I'm telling you, man. But everybody's wanting to know, hey, why don't you guys just go charge and get over there? It's not that easy. Starting to get that time of day where it starts to get kind of steamy. Asking about your driving. Did Garfield do something about driving there? Yes, we'll do some more checks for everybody. Unfortunately, we can't take care of requests. We're trying to find the most requests in the most common areas.
16 kilometers away.
16 kilometers.
No, we're 16 kilometers away from.
We're 16 kilometers. Yeah, people asking about your roof. We'll go into more details about his roof and those things. Yeah, I know Westmoreland, folks. I know that there's massive requests coming from Westmoreland. Again, guys, I have no perception. We got to get to Black River first,
Yeah.
and we'll probably be there. I don't know how long we'll be there, an hour or two, and then leave that area, and then we'll try to start heading north, or go to other locations. There's actually areas even worse than, believe it or not, there's actually multiple areas that are worse than even the Black River area. We know that. We're aware of that. Lots of rust and heavy damage off to my left and the hillsides. Wow, lots of damage. Ask these people, stop and ask if they're okay. I mean, just ain't anything.
Y'all okay? All right. Yeah, take it easy. Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think the farther we get out this way where there's no communications, probably need to just make sure people are doing okay. There we go. There's a side of it. Looks like we got a backhoe with if it's a 580 case or what they have down here. Equipment, that's good. He's plowing the road. That's exactly what we need. Didn't recognize that piece of gear, but anyway, it's a upgraded backhoes and front end loaders and skid loaders. So as you see, the locals are out here on the backcountry roads, and they're plowing the roads open, right? Trying to get things cut open, paths cut open. Oh, I gotta film this. And then we've got cows.
Then we just roll up on a bunch of cows.
Yeah. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. This was not on my bingo card today. I didn't think this was gonna. What kind of cows are these?
These are Jamaican red. I think some of these cows were. There's a guy, a scientist who create these cows. These kind of.
A scientist?
Yes.
Create these?
Yeah. I forgot his name. Anybody could Google it for us. The scientist who create the milking cow for Jamaica. I think he created 3 different kind of cows. For the island. I forgot what his name.
Okay. Yes, we've got cows.
What is the name of the scientist?
But I did not think about bringing a cowboy out today.
His name is Thomas.
Thomas, what's it? You got a poll.
His name is Thomas Lecky.
Thomas Lecky. Okay, that's fine.
He's the guy who's the scientist who created those cows.
Okay. Sorry, open text messages. We got personal friends that are praying for me and you on our journey to help other people this morning.
Yeah, that's
so
what
Rocky
we're gonna-
Rokovich, Oklahoma, we
that's
appreciate
what
that,
we're gonna
Rocky.
do.
The damage is getting more and more intense as we come this direction. Huge trees uprooted. There's a big old tree there. Big old tree. So they cut a lot of paths through here. A lot of debris. We're starting to get on the outer edges of the moderate now. Not extreme, not catastrophic yet. There's got vehicles flipped here. So
Yeah, that flip right over, man.
yeah, more and more containers flipped. You see, as we get toward the center, you're seeing a slow ramp up of the intensity of the debris, intensity of the damage. There's a metal roof, metal. It's peeled up on the edges where the wind, as we talked about opening like coffee can or those kind of things. What happens is that you start on one side and you lift up on, until you come around the other side, and next thing you know, it's off, right? And same thing to the roof essentially. Is you got this it's called uplift. So you got the wind that's going up underneath the eave, and a lot of times, if a garage door, of course, the houses here are built different than in America. Beautiful scene, but man, look at the damage. Wow. So we just top a hill. So I've got a hill. I've got a hill here on the left, and slow down a little bit here. So as the wind came down the hill here, I decapitated the trees, right? Came down in the valley, and this is interesting, folks. Look, I've got probably 100-foot ridge line. This house, this property here is in a bowl. So the wind accelerated off these ridge lines, took this roof off, and looked at my trees. But see, the trees branches tell you what happened when the winds came out of the northeast. As it was approaching, we had very intense winds because the limbs and the trees are broke to the southwest, which tells me that the winds were very intense as the hurricane was approaching this location, right? As the winds come around the east-southeast, you'll see the big limbs and trees falling to the east, to the west-northwest. That tree broke to the northwest. So what happened is you've got debris. We could have a tornado here, but you had debris. You got trees and debris moving 3 different directions. So it tells a story scientifically. It tells a story is how the winds increased from different directions, and when you had those surges of wind, first from the northeast, and then from the east-southeast, and then also from the south-southwest, so you got big, huge debris fields going 3 different directions. That's telling you in the surge as I was approaching, as it was even with you, and as it passed you, what the wind did at this location. And you can tell when it was more extreme because you got the bigger things have uplifted and fell over or got dislodged or got hurtled. So it's a scientific minefield, and quite frankly, when I go over here to Black River, it is a science laboratory of destruction from engineers and wind engineers and storm engineers and USGS and just scientific deals from storm damage and also wind damage, because it's like a science laboratory, right? Because you see all this stuff. One of the biggest hurricanes and one of the biggest in the Atlantic Basin, right? And what we have here is you have it's a scientific laboratory in a sense of discovery as far as water help. We got more cows. It's kind of a pretty cow. This cow's like this cow's like, I don't know what's over the next corner, but I'm not sure I want to see it.
Maybe we find a lion.
What'd you say, a lion?
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, nature's at its finest. Okay, this house, unfortunately, the roof's ripped off. The family's outside. Look, these people are in shell shock. These people are hurting. Again, I have zero intentions. I'm not going to film people in their misery. That's not what we do. These people need help. They need your help now. Either through donations, through private donations, whether it's coming down here and helping people as far as rebuilding. Pick your organizations that you want to give a charity to and fundraisers to. The Ashton Jamaican government's got a fund me going now for the island for the organizations to help to rebuild and to get people in need now. As you can tell, the damage is increasing as we go this way, and we're still probably a good 10 kilometers away from the core of the epicenter, right? Of where the hurricane made landfall. Yeah. There's lots of damage. Oh, more damage. Whoa. The guy in the motorcycle was carrying like a bag of stuff. And I know a lot of people are trying to reach out to me right now and text me and stuff. I can't really communicate with anybody right now in the sense of communicate. There's too many things going on in the vehicle, and obviously we got to pay attention to the road and get there safely and all those kind of things. But I'll try to get back with you later. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, we need Garfield's number. I don't. Let's do that later, because if I put it out publicly right now, live on air, he'll have 1,000 interruptions, and where we really got to focus right now. I can tell you over across the waterway, I've got a water bay to my left here. Let me see on the Google Maps. Everything on the bay tells another story, Garfield, and that's over that bay area just to my west here. It's a really good stopping area. Yeah, you can stop, pull off to the left of the road here. But let me get the iPad up so I can tell what the location is right here. This is very important, and I'm going to explain to some people about how winds accelerate in the valleys, because it does. Man, these roads are okay. We're heading northwest here, and I'm trying to find. We're on the Williams. What's the name of that? Trying to find us here. There's the lake. It's called Wally Wash Pond. Wally Wash Pond. Wally Wash Pond is the name of that pond right there. Wally Wash Pond. But in these open areas where the wind can accelerate out of the southeast, I can see roofs ripped off across the western banks of Wally Wash Pond, because as the wind accelerates from the southeast and goes up in this open area, as soon as it hits anything as substantial, like tree line, a house line, the wind has less friction on the water, and as soon as it hits that, it goes boom. And I can see heavy damage all on the northwest side of the pond here. There's the ocean on the other side, but you can see roofs ripped off all across the pond there. This is Wally Wash Pond right here. Here's where we're at, and there's houses on this side. The roofs are ripped off, a lot of heavy damage right here, because the wind out of the southeast comes across the pond, and there's no friction, there's nothing in the way, and boom, it hits these houses here and the tree line, and that's what it takes out. And you see the ocean just over there, about 2 kilometers roughly, and you can see the ocean, and there's the line of the deal. Now we've got big telephone poles in the road here and lines down. Okay, yeah, so you see that, and barrels rolled. What do we got here? We got just power lines, this is normal stuff. I've got a big farm here that the entire roof's been removed from this agriculture farm. Look, I've got some cattle farming there. The farm roof is gone. Yeah. Looks like right now today may be the best transportation. Seeing a lot of motorcycles, which that's common here, right? But in order to squeeze in these tight places and everything.
School. It's called Pondside Primary School.
Oh, Pondside Primary School.
Yeah,
thank you, Garfield. Pond.
Pond. P-O-N-D, Pondside.
Yeah, Pondside Primary School.
Yeah.
And that's where we just drove by. This is the area of damage and people driving, drying. Obviously, what happened here, I know because it happened to us, is a different effects. The roof ripped off and their inside belongings got wet and closed. And so they're in Jamaica. A lot of Jamaica, as Garfield told me, is that they don't have very many dryers here. Electrical. They really don't use dryers down here at all, like clothes dryers. Everything's hung outside. So what exacerbated that is that you got the roofs ripped off houses and things, and so people are bringing their wet clothes. They got wet from the roofs being ripped off, and they're hanging them outside so they can dry, so they can have something to put back on again, right? Guys, this is the tragedy we have in Jamaica. Literally, people's roofs ripped off, their clothes and everything inside is wet and soaking. They're taking their wet clothes and hanging them on the dry outside on a clothesline, right? And then they're hoping to get that dry so they can have something to wear. There's no food, there's no water at these locations, there's no roof, there's no shelter, and they're just trying to get by. That's the human side of what we're dealing with. You see these huge trees, that's what people are doing. They're just trying to get by. Can I hang on another day until I get, until food and water get here? That's what we're seeing here, right? Is people are Jamaicans helping Jamaicans, and they're just trying to get by, right? Can we, help's on the way, and each day it's getting better. But and tomorrow will be better than today, and the following day will be better. But still, right now we're still definitely in search and rescue mode all over the large area of Western Jamaica now, with emergency service from Jamaican services and global emergency aid is pouring in to Jamaica. This area here, again, the reason the damage is so bad here is we're getting closer, but we're in an open, exposed area to the air. There's nothing really blocking us like big woods or mountain range. It's kind of open, flat area. And when you have open, flat areas, the wind accelerates across these areas, and it will take it decaps all the trees, right? This is what we see in a lot of hurricane damage areas. When you have a flat, open plains area, the winds will accelerate. You have less friction, and then the first row of trees that comes through, the first things, it will just buzz saw them, right? It takes them down, and that's what we're witnessing here. Is what we're seeing. Obviously, a lot of vehicles coming out of this area and coming back to the southeast. We're going to the northwest. So obviously there are some routes open. No, I'm not using my cell phone. Well, I'm using my cell phone. Yes, I'm using cell phone and using the iPhone to stream, but the iPhone is directly linked to my Starlink for my bandwidth. So I've got the two together, streaming both on YouTube and X. So I've got both of them linked together. So if I didn't have my, there's no cell service. I'll check my other phone, but let me see if I've got any bars on the other phone. No, zero. Yeah, there's yeah, it's yeah, I don't want to say anything. There's people trying to desperately reach us, and to find their loved ones, and I get it, folks. We're trying to help everybody we can. There's just thousands of people that are that need help, and we're trying to be the voice and help as many people as we can. Just a minute. Open settings. Hey Siri, open settings. Hey Siri, open settings. Yes, how can I help you? Yeah, how can I help you? Yeah, I don't have time to talk right now. I'll have to talk to you later. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I just want to give my number out. It's like look, there's people from all the world trying to reach people everywhere, right? It's just, I get it. There's people missing and people desperately hear from loved ones. We're going to Black River first. That's our first stop, first critical stop, and the damage as we go that way, it's rapidly increasing now. I'm going to go, so we've been light damage, I've been moderate damage, and now we're moving into the heavy damage area. Not catastrophic, but heavy damage. Because I can see total buildings ahead of me, half the structures are gone. So again, we went from light damage to moderate. Now we're going into more heavy damage as we continue our journey west here.
We're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. And actually the damage is even worse west of Black River. We're getting very close to Black River now. Not very far now. So we're getting very close to Black River. The dam got lots of water on the road. Not a dog. You're gonna make a big splash here. This may be the area last night they're showing the water's like 3 feet deep through here. It's up to the top of car hoods right here. This is the area just east of Black River they were talking about had deep water. They say go through Black River on horses, no cars. Yeah, I see a lot of people on foot. That's just so much. The damage is escalating quickly, right? Slow down, man. We're driving just because there's so much to shoot here. It's just like we're so close. Okay, go ahead. There's so much to shoot. I might want to get the 360 going. Yeah. Looks like the road's blocked. People are backed up because they can't get into Black River. Yeah, right. People are on foot, running. We're just getting to Black River. We got people pulling the cars over, and they're running to Black River. I was running to that truck.
So much people park here, though.
Yeah, he's taking. They're taking people into Black River.
All right, go on out here.
He's got a truck behind us too. Don't forget that if we need to. But we won't have
actually, we're
communications. We won't have communications if we do that. Yes, we have multiple drones.
Like this is it. We can't go no further. Like the road blocked, my friend. Everybody trying to go to Black River.
I don't just go. Keep going.
We can't.
Well, see,
telling
there's
you.
water up here. Let's go.
Yeah,
Get to the
it's
phone
water up
line,
there.
and we'll figure it out. It smells like raw fish.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's raw fish is what it is.
Oh no, we can't get it. It's the ocean, buddy.
Just a minute. It's not that deep.
What?
It's not.
You're right. Hey, you see these Jamaican spark here?
That means it's deep.
All right.
You're teaching this country boy from Oklahoma what the real story is here. I get it. Yeah, this is the ocean, guys, in Black
that's right.
River. We're not going to have access into Black River. It's too deep. We're going to need a hydroplane. Going to need a plane or something. So I was telling you about access. Now he has a truck. We might be able to get in his truck, but then you got to. We won't have communications out of Black River. This is the. They're obviously bringing people out. This is what's going on. These are people.
Yeah,
they're
these
in
are
Black
people
River. You
shot.
see the
Let me
mud
find
on them. You see the mud on their legs. This is the people that were rescued out of Black River, coming out of Black River through the deep water east of town here. That's Garfield. He's checking, asking the driver how deep the water is and can we make it. That's what he's asking him. He's telling him, I think he said we're good. He said go. Are we good?
No.
Okay, let him go. What do you say? What do you say, Garfield?
Take our time.
Huh?
Take our time.
Take slow time? What do you say? Take your time? Thank you. What do you say, Garfield? People want to know.
He's asking. He says take our time and go through.
Go through, but take your time. Don't go through fast. Go that side, right side. It's gonna be deeper always on the other side. We're going through. He says the truck says you can make it. Just drive slow. Don't make a wait. Yeah, you're plowing water.
Oh my God.
We're going back up the elevation, right there. He's going back up, and he's right. He's going back up. Yeah, there are people informing us. If you see the feed, can you give me a thumbs up right now if you can see the feed live? Hello? Can you see the feed? No, I think we're off here.